Free Enara 98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedienie Memwa kwaba na wie boko de ye do bo ade ase yo bo soro bo asase me bofo ne wo bofo ne wonye mfumso enti wonye mfumso bia nso wo ye ho ne ontonko na wonna na dom ne mobrohu na yemu ye ne domu ane me no mi oni etiase moja dia fru sane momi emfa na sedama no na ye de eka yenko anka yen sehwe memfo bo ade aseden ni ene ya wayi wa fri biribi mu ebi ene what good news bi ebi kura to ranchem bi na to wo ebi a anka enye we anto a na nka ne yeso chensa na nka beto enu nti o se ade nyina mu yemfa seda emma ono a obo soro bo asase ewe memu ha ontonko na wona na ye nipa na tasase so na ye so obo ade nyankropon oda otonko a wanhwe ni yo betonko ama wo ye nyame na ye somo no ontonko na wona ade chi ade sa ewia bo nsuo to free the creation of the universe and see that etwontwa da enjoy da ote sadia wote sadia na wote before the creation of the universe ebe si se wo bo ni wiase ema ni wiase edi mfie bebre ye kura ye ntimi we cannot imagine how old this universe is onu ni ye nyankopon no wenyame ntonko na mensi nyankopon atwetwe momi ehwe kasa ye mi ensi nyankopon atwetwe emu aha so ho ye do bo ade ase ena wie nso ye ne wa hia wo radio so obesan so ne ye hia e wo Facebook live sisi a isane se dwumade ni twagu live on Facebook ye din e wo Facebook e happy 98.9 pacho uhunu ye on Facebook a like a page, you know, follow yen, share the stream, and do well to comment as well. Making kind of comments in Yinadi Amao. Send your die no. For our opening remarks, bra. What it voices in Libya and the NDC across the country. Or yechere demonstration. Yenina yenim say demo dear, it is within the right of every citizen. So obey a demonstration. Now, or they are expressing The demonstration so etimi amount pressure on buying any public servants ni state institutions. So wo muntu anamon bi eno hwemu a eno fa no na NDC fo afa a wo mu gina so e de aye demonstration ye ne. Na demonstration na wie ye no omo nsa be ka ne a wo mo hwehwe na na. Before the demonstration, Electoral Commission kan say enye demo no ne best assembly bi. Na ne wo mo kan wo mu tu hu anamon. NDC insisted, so we still need an audit of the register. Basis. Omenhuno a number of anomalies, a number of inconsistencies, multiple appearance of names. And a bit more also, you transfer one more where according to the NDC. Electoral Commission Ajibebiri na tumu also to one among. Will this demonstration indeed succeed in mounting pressure on the EC to bow to the pressure? Now I'm a independent body be a forensic audit yana. But you see, in 2015-2016, Emra, the NPP opposition, they raised concerns about voters register. Mebo Samia Uku voice ma back then. Pese me kire wade bi. Ena mebo Johnson Esiedun Ketian so voice ma and now NDC chairman Sabre no na or general secretary. But what is significant in say they didn't call the Electoral Commission at the time. In fact, a public forum on the voters register based on the concerns our MPP for raising. It was a public event and any public what you medina say. And now pow a 5-member committee led by the late VC Crab, former Supreme Court Justice. Some level of audit of the register. And so many bebre. Niema na yetimi rectify. Ebi ohonso na entesa. Yakoyenim koto aba basabasa biensi. The same history is repeating itself. The same history is repeating itself.
On the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions. And it's beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the NPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for a recount. My goodness. You are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here, and I am aggrieved with the result, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and Mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event.
EpaHoaDaben.
This is opening Samuel Uku, back then. Entie Johnson Esiedun Ketia on voter exhibition and why are not there na in his words MPP 4 year then no could easily have been corrected through a voter exhibition. And that same argument has been raised, but the reaction is different.
Diseased persons, I have indicated that if the process of deleting diseased persons is the process of exhibition of the register. After every provisional register is compiled, it is exhibited. Before we go into any elections, the register is exhibited. And the main purpose of the exhibition is for us to raise objections to people whose names are there, which ought not to be there. There are forms and the means of processing those objections that will lead to deletion of those names. And it includes the deletion of names of dead people too. So opportunity is given for people to present evidence. Because let's face it, the environment we are operating in, if we say people should go and pinpoint the names of dead people for deletion without any evidence, I will go and pinpoint Kwabena Japon's name and say he's dead.
EpaHoaDaben.
Voice of Johnson Esiedun Ketia, then General Secretary of the NDC, and now Chairman of the NDC. Now, mohunu two political parties, the way depending on the side of the table la womotie, electoral commission in and it borders on the same issues. The same issues. The same reasons. Difficulties are opposition, war with the EC, the same. It has been consistent. Party see me nuna. Opposition, ya kwa batwa. Yen democracy na ye no sa na ye no ye be call election we bastardize the EC. Na ne owo power no e defend the EC no. And na ye nyina ye ni gusubia ya so gusubia. Ye nyina ye tie defense persons who speak on behalf of government and mounting for the electoral commission. As if say omo nko election ni bi. And opposition for so a boom. Every commissioner of the EC has been termed, branded, or characterized as biased, depending on who is in opposition. I don't know how Yesusu say ya kosu say ya democracy ni yebetimi advance no. Because since 1992, say na ya na. So I keep wondering, say, will we ever mature out of this phase? Na yes show maturity be kakra and move away from sa strategy we ni sa, because you see sa ade we ya no consistently no da kro it will be the tipping point. But you see, there is another consistency. And that consistency is say, for some reason, every election year, electoral commission also so reasons for the parties to do what they do.
EpaHoaDaben.
Exactly. Yamanem Pahuansa. For some reason, abatwa fibia electoral commission no oma ho kwan oye ne niema otu na namon ne nkasa yemu oye ne niema ema political party or opposition what the biggest interest in the election enye nyinaso e characterize no as biased e brand no as obia obewia bato onimu eye na nka electoral commission na namontuo ne nkasaye any ne decisions a wo beteki aya kroji in the supreme interest of Ghana for na eba be express wo mo will no mo dia ho verdict na ba keka we nyina nka ni ho.
Happy FM 98.9.
Keka we nyina anka ni ho. Enye healthy. Pick speaker after speaker. 2015, 2016. Bloated register. ECOWAS register. Togolese register. We raised issues. And in the course of raising the issues, the paint electoral commission no ho pa ye be wie kasa ni nyina no na ya painting no foforo. Interestingly, 2 minutes the electoral commission all of a sudden the same institution any pardon be na sesa. So the same institution no na fe ye momu na ye protect na omo ananka kane e protect no wo mo so fa brush no mo fa paint foforo no mo so paint fa so sa ye wi aye say ye the democracy ye yo when we are bastardizing an important and sensitive democratic institution like the electoral commission. Na ne yeye no anamona ye tuo no ebedu bribi. Electoral commission will only exist in a name. And when here the credibility, GDA, public confidence, was a man for a institution ni no. A better baha. Emma oye de juma yem po the verdict beto abontene a nkofo ba kuhu tokwa. O bastardize electoral commission consistently as we have done by the NPP and NDC.
Happy FM 98.9.
Who create enemies Emma institution no. Ne bedu bribi no. Near electoral commission beka no obia mfa nya asem. Edu ho a ye be hwehwe ne we winning election on the streets. Sasa ne yesi ye pena yenkoso saa ne pena yenkoso saa. But you see, in all of this, media misusu say a futuo kese no ye de my electoral commission a ankanu anu no. Na I will call on omu can be a ye omanudru dwom tension ne kwosoro na eya ye ntokwa omu can be a edwo no. This is the time for them to speak.
Happy FM 98.9.
Enya affair electoral commissioner ye tintintinti na ade a wo ya a create perception of mistrust, perception of bias. Na wo koso ye na mo a mo simu ye peaceful mo a mo na mo ka bi ye a mo da mo timi kama abodwo no man kase ne na efutuo bi wo ho a man fa ma institution na edum pempenso afa ya age nsem no ho na mba be kasa. Because you see bidikankan say the EC as an institution any mpanimfo a eda institution na no over the years eye wo mo na montuo enema political parties no enya gidie ewo wo mumu. The EC has always taking a defensive stance.
Happy FM 98.9.
It is as if he said, Debiano, omo body defense from team. The first reaction to any concern a political party be about war, the first reaction of the Electoral Commission, check the history, has always been that of defense. And omo defensive posture, no, it created the impression as if we said Nipakona all raise concerns, you know, when him near war yet, when him near walker, and omo defending woman as if we say omo protecting or be for interest. And this is not only happening under Jean Mensa. Check the EC posture over the years towards issues our parties raising. And I know Kasabia, Electoral Commission, Papa Kaye. A pure partisan comment. Say, I come mini well 2016 na inuane moa ena na ewo voters register mu no ankamo kan ho asem. Ah. Wo gina mfimfini o. O kasasa. E dey na wo expect say ono party na owo concerns na wa raise no on kanfa wo ho. O pese ohunu wo sen. Now you see, Emra MPP raising concerns about the bloated nature of the register. Kasane cause so demonstrations cause so ya bron crofo street so ni ade nyina kowie ye. That was a public forum. Frank, more sa public forum ni video no. 2016 about one sem ya omo public forum na Johnson Esedun Katia addressing of Kwabena Japan mu nyina tete ho bia na public ni media nyina wo hui mo fanto Facebook no mo hwe nano meto me bo kire Electoral Commission no the place in a democracy, and the reason tia say political parties raising issues are Electoral Commission no only open-minded. Onye krado se obetia manfo. Na onye krado se obetu anamon a concerns amanfo raising no. Ebe so anu. Utu anamon sa. One, oma obi suspect se o bibi a udisie. Electoral Commission no a public institution. The only challenge in this president now appointing on a parliament in one approving that is the challenge. But Electoral Commission no I was say Ojina Homa Ghana for the EC represents the people of Ghana and no a state institution. Not in terms of rank, but in terms of functions. Any relevance no make the Electoral Commission no act to the same level as the judiciary da. And I'm kind not in terms of rank, but in terms of relevance and after function. Yes, state institutions. They say the police. And they say unya some or mine new unya some to mine emra and yes civil case na criminal matter. The state, only the state ena enya. Electoral Commission ni jina homa the state, you know, any young citizens, you know.
98.9.
Electoral Commission na said yani say, ya koto aba, the will of the state, Ghana for no near almost say omo peno. Electoral Commission na said ya ene na shadi yani say, obema near Ghana for na akasa womo peno, ebede die pepepe. Enipa na eti oman ni mu na ye citizens no ye ni ye the state, we form the state, and ye institution bi ase wo say Electoral Commission na said ye ne say ya kwani ya kwa express yan will ni ye se ye pa ono electoral commission no e wose wo hwese ni Ghana fo e kaaye no eno na bedaadi na bebam and sesa or any other interest apart from the sole interest of the people. Say our will be expressed through the ballot.
Happy FM 98.9.
Enti yakwani yakoto aba. E was say electoral commission no ne papa mu no. E was say electoral commission no oye ne obeye bia to ensure say obia komato ne yam wo processes a wo de agu ho. Kwasade na wo ye no ye ma ya ankasa. And asade ne so obeye ma yen ne ye pena ye dadi pepepe. Enti di papa mu a obi ka se wode katasu mu aso bi aye wadwuma no fa bia na ampampa ente saa wo bia wo punu mu. You even throw a challenge. Bra na mombra mu nyina ye hwem. Because you see, your supreme interest in this, obewie no na yesi wadwuma ho te. Ghana for ne ye kan say ye penam pampa daddy. Ekrom obia boadwo ne yam ni ore ye hu say ade we de mare pepepe. No de nkunim so hu say be de nkunim finchim. O we enso awe finchim. Isi no the ultimate interest must be that. Enti se ekoba se oye na dwuma na efa bi ewo concerns na omo komu akoyi nsem na pia. All you do as a state institution wo de ondomo afa bia no a wugina ho ma Ghana ne se no issues no yembie mu fan yemfra all other parties ne hwe because media misusu mu no ne mo ka ne ntesa na mafra parties ni nyina stakeholders ni nyina na matina register no ade kura na public document. And you see brother Facebook, we have done that before.
Happy FM 98.9.
Initially, na Charlotte say, hey, about the register. No super defense. Later, she came to the realization, say, I was say, obie the mu kwan, o man ho kwan. Na, ni enkofo ntiasia ne ne aye kesere ne no ye nyina ye bobo ho. That is how you build confidence and engender public trust. And bra TV no so, Facebook. Video no na da ho no. Enya Reverend Santentwinie. He was part of the committee electoral commission team say omunhwe na concerns MPP raise were registered mu no. Eye no kura wo fa metudwa, enya no kura wo fa metudwa. Na se bibi na wose electoral commission ni hyemu kina ye ni yi a wonye misusu se ensehwe
98.9.
ensehwe electoral commission any commissioner see you don't lose anything by allowing for an independent institution to scrutinize the register. Even then, Emrana Charlotte say a committee leading to a public forum here at that screen you see. Before then, na kasana kwachire tintintinti let obiemu ma obia bebusa ho asem party si be ya presentations ahodo e den na si kwan se ena kakra ya ka yakoto abai. And I'm even told say
98.9.
the likes of UNDP ne and development partners CB are willing to fund any audit because you see say adanu dunia kokoto aba Now, after all the defense, after all the Indiana Mwana na ewo 2016, after all Sakasan, Obiko polling station be, na a honor to about on transfer any vote, no kona ni di ni wa. Esiba kumyonu miensa, ofo said day ne bedi echire. And you see, the EC na said dia ba kone se, obe making sure say nobody will be disenfranchised. Obia odi osefata edi munso oto aba di din wo register ni mu electoral commission no eye na sedie se wo so hwese se nipa no ne right to vote obi emfa ni mistake anasa ni deliberate deletion enyini free book ni mu. The voters register eye democracy nkwamuma. Voters register no eno ni democracy enkwamuma. Because within Nimua, you can express your views, but you can't take a decision. And the voters register any democracy and kwamuma. Niesi ya kwa heaven ya wudi Nimua wo kwa bunsam jebunu sa anasesemu no mato achire fitin kwadabre mu no. In democracy, the book of life, any the voters register. Now, sa document, with just about 3 months to an election, said the major stakeholder, the Bon Joshua, now electoral commission, your interest is serving the public and the state. And you nama man, yanka go kakra. Nan ye wo bia no yam project was screen so and your party senior at ho UNDP ti ho civil society for kode omuni obi at ho bia nyina ye hwabi kwan na di bibi besie ana bribi wo ho a yam pese be pia na mutu ana mombi se ya na mama mfo dwene sa because when mu di anka me de misusu se eye figures asem auditors call companies mu a omne management ya na ye audit ohunu bibi no ntia ase no abusa ento asomu no atworo ade asem na wo kafa ho wo do response aba bibi ada ho fine. In any case, what is an audit? Dien say yen san hwe kire hwe say womu din wade mu nyina na wom yen make sure so obi a wo kọ the constituency akoto aba obedu ni polling station ampampa baby o transfer ni vote ko ni din wo ho on transfer ni vote so a baby ade bi auto aba no ni din wo ho yen hwe say obi mfa bi nkan ho obi nyi bi mfiri mu. I don't know why this must be difficult. Say ye nyina ye pani ye pa de a anka we ye mia mutu ona nka kasa nyina tuntwa because the predecessor why ye be paying antini dibia so amane salary so ante after ye bibia wie ye obia boadwo. Charlotte Osei did not become less of herself because of my crime audit of the register. Into the defensive posture of the EC, I was so aware. Yes, I say we are independent. But you are not working for yourself. You are working for the people.
Happy FM 98.9.
You are working for the people. And yen yetuamoka mo budget parliament na approve on behalf of the people. Enti say enipaku bi, and you see neya man for a ready political undertones into electoral commission womo kasaye ne womo post chania de over the years and yen nkwa over the years the bianco for this perception is say eya impempi no omo kasaye no utina se na se wo breaking it down de ko adwendwini mu a ase me dem ye independent nti no me ne pen na me ye ade no me na me say me na me say me se uni o kan nim ne me de na me kura na ye that be. Then you are not working for the people. Then you are not working in the interest of democracy and peace. Sa asumdwe na ye nyina ye pen wo pe bi pa de a ene na sade wo de ne tie na wo se krogin no ma ho kwan na obi fofra odo di concern ni bi emfa na ni so mehwe bi na nipa na wo ye dede no obi ehunu se dede keke na wo ye ana mo ye audit ni wi a na mudimi na ana mudibre no eso ate ana. Is it a competition between the Electoral Commission and the political parties? That if I succeed in getting you to bow to an audit, me win you. And then you say, "I also win me." Baby, I'm jira. What kind of name money? You per credible register. Obi what problem? Now also say the problem no, any problem be allow yourself and let's get into it. Because that document is the property of the state. Enti KKK yina to be twa efakase ne the Electoral Commission aboboa no. Now no me can say even the political parties, some of the Electoral Commission over the years has had issues with IPAC, the whole concept of IPAC. I told the BM call IPAC krana, omu take decision, Electoral Commission need to be bogu, omu the suggestions omu to be bogu near the idea. That's been a history. Because EC Nususu say even if political parties omu policy Electoral Commission na Electoral Commission in him say na sedie say obeye juma no in the interest of the people of Ghana. Until even without the vigilance of political parties, EC no I was say oye na juma so Ghana fo ani. Until na make say even political parties, the reason here independent candidates bebre na any you can say agents, but ancestor omo how omo ordinarily or your candidate na say uni agent ewo a polling station ancestor how because anka ni papemu a e was say Electoral Commission no oye na dwuma finchim to the extent say uni agent mpo a unim say isi na ya dwuma pa. Yes. Sana was say
EpaHoaDaben.
That is the ideal situation. Because agency jume kura na whole industry. Yenji ya hu ninti. Nanso anka ne pepe mu a se ne obedi asem court. Ye jaima judge ede ne verdict eba. Awose etimi nya hoto so saa wa Electoral Commission ni mu. Say Electoral Commission the no NDC renew and fan ho MPP renew. We ought to get to that stage. Say benya confidence Electoral Commission ni mu aka say now Electoral Commission no NDC renew den no benya MPP renew and any interest in saying enti ye da awose etimi da because it was state institution oba be deliver a credible election. Awose e da ye timi da. Sana was a bano.
Happy FM 98.9.
Enti we have a press conference. Na Electoral Commission so be a press conference. No respond. Na ye ke, na kwaha, na baha, na kawe. It simply boils down to mistrust. Enti say ampampa we are trustworthy. Biemu. Let's go into it. But you see, I dare we are a bit sensitive, but meka me well, there are pros and cons. Ebia anka yamba mbetwa STL contractor na omone electoral commission wa woman na manage electoral commission database wo obligation and standards no wo ho ye ni oma sign watertight agreement electoral commission data no any electoral commission in sem
98.9.
a third independent party in sem enti nanu die ya esi ye audit STL had to now give access near core system ni mu ema ye ne wose ye ehunu ne ewo mu. The other argument with that arrangement in soon say eba ne send electoral commission mua wo wa compile register na data no eni wonsem ene untimi control data no. And also another argument against the initial arrangement. But the initial arrangement and also na a advantage kakra. Na advantage ni bi ni say electoral commission no na oni to me so be wura database no at any time so wo ko manipulate you so ko sese biribi o na ko yedie yo oni access.
Happy FM 98.9.
So the mistrust at the time and say third party in any company na or manage database you know. Esa say the contract you know emma womo emra a particular party e office nti and yes our company no may have some loyalty or allegiance to party no. Enti the suspicion is a bit member say they can be influenced na omo de omo kaka data no kakra. Enti ene yen fa pressure to electoral commission so na nyina yen kɔ system ni mu yen kɔ ha ne ewom ene ye twa STL contract ni mu ena say electoral commission agi database no ena o creating the IT department a omo manage ene NDC mistrust ni nyina fare by ne say because electoral commission ena ekura data na o manage nti anytime a womu pe bia no omo timi kɔ system ni mu and in their words omo timi kɔ manipulate esesa niema enu nti na ne yehu at the time ana Charlotte say wo na STO and manage data no after all the pressure we allowed for an audit and the data no is squarely under the management of the electoral commission or IT department. Yes, EpaHoaDaben. Ye audit electoral commission stance in this audit hu hia na ebeye den na yaje di say data na ewo under your management no ne NDC force omahunu no enye obi na share da call mu ekos sense anya man because say mu na more access say ye nyina ye pese ye te ye ho ase a na akire din boni bian ko so obi anya ebiribia na ye pese ya build confidence in the electoral commission na electoral commission Ghana fo benya ne mu gidie na sa keka etuntwa EC prove all of us wrong. Ideally, we exhibition we exhibition. I was say after this election, the next election, we exhibition. There must be mandatory forensic audit of the register before the election. Because the exhibition we afena corrections in ahodo e course nyina electoral commission ba be finalize bibia. Can we have a second look at that document before we call it a final document? Sa layer we ye de beka ho a e be hyemu kina, it will build bridges, it will build confidence.
98.9.
Because exhibition in for some time. Yanji endi over the period. Yadum pempenso a ejidie na ye ni wo ye mu no akosoro. Media nkame susu se Yen amending rano. Na after exhibition. Ye we exhibition ya. Wako correcti udi spellings ninye. Ya ye correction. Ya ye bibia we no. Ansani ebe kwa batu no. Yen fanshe mreni mu say. The Electoral Commission shall audit or cause to be audited the voters register. Ansani akoto aba no. Misusu se we ye de kanwa. And say hey. It will rather build confidence in the system. But election is a whole enterprise for politicians. And afibia 4 years bia, the cycle of preaching mistrust has always been the feature.
Happy FM 98.9.
Yenhwe na yentwi yen free hu.
Cancelled on the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions. And it's beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent election are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the MPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for a recount. My goodness. You are a referee. You are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here, and I am aggrieved with the results, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and Mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event. On it. Elections is not an event. It's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4, all of it must engender confidence.
EpaHoaDaben.
We are compelled to address another grave concern, the flagrant abuse of the Ghana card. It has come to our attention that EC registration officials, in collusion with elements of the NDC, are misusing the Ghana card extensively. A particularly alarming instance was uncovered at the Pusiga Registration Center, where EC registration officer Muhazu Al-Hassan issued a single Ghana card, used a single Ghana card to register 20 different applicants. A single Ghana card to register 20 different applicants. Upon discovery, the police were promptly notified, leading to Muazu Al-Hassan's arrest. Although he has since been granted bail pending further investigation, this incident raises significant concerns. The MPP's distribution of Ghana card to minors to facilitate their registration underscores a systemic manipulation of our electoral processes. The EC has lamented the registration of minors, yet conspicuously failed to challenge the National Identification Authority for issuing cards to these minors and misrepresenting their ages. Why is the EC's database not integrated with the NIA's to instantly verify the ages of new voters, especially when $54 million of taxpayer money was invested in 2020 to secure biometric registration capabilities? We expect the EC to now firmly renounce any intention, if it exists, to collude with the failed NPP government to rig the election.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Of accusations, including unprintable insults held at the person of the EC chair have become normal. This is unacceptable. But for students of politics, we can see the strategy behind it. It is an old trick in the book. Vilify the referee and reduce the credibility of the referee in the eyes of the public when you can tell you are losing the match. This creates the platform where, when you lose, to discredit and contest the outcome of the match. And this is the underlying cause for all the whining that is taking place against the Electoral Commission at every step of the electoral process.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Baby, when you say first now you been you shut down politics. You see politics for no money or money and your but na mumu ebinumu so nti enyina ni agi say ebebo ama of mine na koso na ebo 1 o'clock pe na why lawyer ama of mine na lawyer for enyina pon akofia koda nyamisha
EpaHoaDaben.
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedi. 23 minutes gone past 2. Mame farm for messages. Wono ede aba Facebook embra na yenkenkan ne nyina no yenkoye nim Daniel Edu ewo Facebook live. Was good afternoon baby, watching you live from Doha in Qatar. Kudos to the NDC for that bold and massive protest. I am pleading with the EC to give a listening ear to all the stakeholders in the game so that we can hold on to the peace we are enjoying now. We every Daniel Edu Elho Bawasaba said JM all the way eno diaba, and he comes again to say vote for lawyer James Enu, the incoming MP for Tema West constituency. Bawasaba G8 says, I'm watching you live from Tema Community 2 BBC. Bawasaba, thanks for joining us in the area. Lord Nete, I joining live on Facebook or say, or here live in Suhum or say Bibi. The EC's problem is registration. Or say the EC problem is registration was done in EC offices, not polling stations. And EC does not have, the EC does whatever they like. And the National Peace Council also is sleeping on the job. Now who calls some? We aside or say, Bino Abdul Nas said, good afternoon, Bibi. We don't have Peace Council in Ghana. We rather have political council. More fire. Listening to you live from Kofi Pare, Ewo Ayensuano district. Bino Abdul Nas, thanks for joining us with your thoughts and comments. Area. Osei Emmanuel said, journalists taking stand and only backing on what the opposition party is saying without telling his listeners about what the EC also is saying. I'm totally shocked about you and your agenda. You are destroying public institutions. What you are doing, you are painting the picture that the EC is doing some party work, and I don't expect such thing from you. Why are you not telling your listeners what the EC is saying? And the NDC should come to the table for discussion. But the NDC has refused to come. But I know you will not say that. I know you will not say that part. Your bias is too much. This is public institution, not state institution. Ghana is a republic, not states. Well, that's your view. Feel free and wallow in it. Suleiman Kwenu said, Bibi, to be honest with you, all the problems that we are facing comes from our Supreme Court justices. We all know that whenever the NDC is in power, they always rule in favor of the MPP, really. Check the facts, Bibi. They treat Jean Mensah as a spoiled child, really. There is no fairness at all when it comes to the NDC. And some of you, the journalists, are also problematic. Well, you have your views. Good day, senior journalist BB, and that's coming from Ahmet Nego. Also, greetings. Could the forming of an electoral board solve this issue of mistrust in the EC? It's because the EC, when appointed, the EC chair, when appointed, seems not to understand the term independence. The EC, instead of listening to the people's will, think their own sense of purpose is always better and creating problems for everybody. Or say, when are we going to have people who have the nation at heart? A scenario is the way the former Auditor General was discarded just because he was doing what is right. And just, in fact, this current EC is not but an embarrassment. God be with you and nature shall reward you. Stay blessed. Thank you very much. And Ahmet Nego. Ono Edenedie Eneba. Jean Mensah wants to be principal participant in favor of MPP, but hey, Mfampo or no, and or the by way, free Shama Ba Edena Benya. All right, thanks for joining us, Shama Ba. Young Rich say good afternoon, baby. I'm watching you live from Medina Market. Or say enough is enough for NPP, never again. Eric Boache say I'm watching you live from Achim Kukurentumi. Ichia Kukurentumi Funina and every na Ahmed Nego say okay, I think I've taken this one. Let me take Yemen Fire. Okay, so Paul Casey said, BB, point of correction. Charlotte say never objected to the NPP's quest for audit. Fact is, NPP were calling for a new register based on a flimsy allegation that there were Togolese on the register, and that was cured by the committee set up by the then EC. When Baumia, who made that allegation, was invited to bring evidence of his claims to the committee, he failed to turn up. However, the audit took place nevertheless. Thank you, Paul Casey. Osei Emmanuel said, stop lying about the public institution. There is nowhere that Charlotte Osei allowed an audit firm audit the register in 2016. I never said or allow an audit firm. I say she set up a 5-member committee. Yi sa o lens ni free baby na ti asem ni ye. Tie ni ye na you party in sem ni free mu. Who tie me objectively a obete ne me kae no. O say man kan baby ada. Say Charlotte say allowed an audit firm. Me say or set up a 5-member committee. Ma bought the chairman of the committee din. Or to aso up or say there is nowhere that Charlotte Osei allowed an audit firm to audit the register in 2016. It was the committee set up by the EC. It was a committee set up by the EC. The same thing that the EC today is calling the NDC to come and let them sit down for the problem they have. But the NDC has refused and calling for an audit firm, not committee. But when did the EC say NDC form rana omunte committee? When? So the assembly creating. Okay. Angmo Simon said NDC, good job today. Rainy Lopez said, what is the EC afraid of? He says that great work NDC again. I know any messages among for the aba Facebook Live. Met dane me ho na maton ade ba ko mienu miensa. Me koba ye kwa homa no so. Now, there is a survey, you see, Jubilee House, and aye. Now, Jubilee House survey, na you see, no, 2024 election, no, likely a beko second round. That is according to a survey conducted, as we are told, by the Jubilee House. Now, survey, no, so 1 out of 10, nipa 10 biya, ese abano omonto. 1 out of 10 nipa 10 bia na wo mubusa wo so mbeto aba no omo se wo mo ento. The same survey is indicating say Nana Kwame Bediako Cheddar is gaining a lot of grounds on the street. What is working for Cheddar? Yebedi survey ho nkomo na yedi ada enkomo a eda pono so. You want to stick with me? I am back after these.
GMA Japan Motors Corporate Run and Walk. Wow, and Kensie, Jenny, Asenso attention ya pomu, attract your business mu. GMA Japan Motors Corporate Run and Walk. Where ya tosu e Dunai, 14th edition. Basu September Bosumino da tosu e Diono e Bako. September 21. Sawunkwa pick form 90 cities. Afe jume coding now so to me pick form 4,000 cities. Achari awudu bebrebe ne daso. Yamaha motorcycle printers AFC or manfofo. And afe achari awudu bebrebe ne guso. Side attractions, games, acrobatic shows, nafi, lifters, detours, and wellness facilities and massaging. Musical performances, electric scooter test rides, nafi, nina kwako gukrano, free refreshment. Amen. To be biara obeba ho biara. Afe shining so se jumadi chenchenchene baso 21st September. Our Silver Star Towers. Tifatu Koto Game. Sunset jumadi way by a crabeshe. GMA Japan Motors Corporate Run and Walk. Promoting health and fitness. Happy FM Nimbie. Happy FM Eni Jenkwa.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche Angel Cola. Me bread obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ne yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me de ho.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo dear mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no mabaje Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Sanya from my dear. Miss Angel Cola, any Angel Orange, and a mania. I think it's also from wifey. For us, Chestano, Ebesia. Never Angel drinks in a room. Obianca and in Winnie. There was Sabbath mono, no anum.
Annie, that's a massa. And no ano.
There be a sunny Angel Cola, the assemble. Angel drinks here. I'm in I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 2286 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA, Ajay Denkratuyatu.
Elevate your business with Crave Ghana, your one-stop shop for premium office solutions. Trust the experts with 38 years of experience. You've invested time, care, and hard work into your business. You deserve the best. At Crave Ghana Limited, we understand the importance of premium office that reflects your brand's excellence. Our product range: superior quality European office stationery and money counting machines, security safes for protecting valuable assets, office equipment for efficient workflow, exclusive distributors of 26 award-winning world-famous brands, wide range of security safes and office equipment, committed to providing value for money. Why choose Crave Ghana? 38 years of experience in the field of office equipment and money counting machines. One-stop shop for all your office equipment, safes, and money counting machines. Trusted partner for businesses seeking premium quality. Call our hotline 0244 681 997. Locate our showroom at Adabraka near YWCA or at Airport Residential Area inside Roman Ridge Shopping Arcade. Crave Ghana Limited. Quality that lasts and lasts and lasts. It's time to relive the golden age of good African music. Legendary music that still thrills and never gets old at African Legends Night. Come and enjoy live band performances from Adani Best, George Gerard, Ochami Kwame, and the Princess of Africa, Yvonne Chaka Chaka. It's happening live on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at the Grand Arena Dome, AICC at 6 p.m. Get your tickets at 450 Ghana Cedis single and 800 Ghana Cedis double. You can purchase your ticket online via Eco Tickets and short code *713 *33 *20# and also at Airport Shell, YFM Legon City Mall, Silverbird Cinemas and Global Media Alliance Jowulu. For VIP tickets and table reservations, please call 020-2222-095. African Legends Night is powered by Global Media Alliance and proudly supported by Consolidated Bank Ghana, Ghana Tourism Authority, Silverbird Cinemas, E-Productions, and Perception Management International. Media partners: YTV, Happy FM, CTFM, YFM, Ghana Web, MX24 TV, Amayal Deborah, Daily Guide, BNFT, Channel 1 TV, ZFM, Oman FM, Net2 TV, The New Finder, and NYDJ Live. Remember, it's happening live on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at the Grand Arena, African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Me
Mira, na den na ofre adwuma ba ya ase waye bosanse. E di asem a.
Binihwe mafo kwa na ekwo wo mo animu. Bosia kra me pedia me de abobra so a. Menya bi.
Yesre. Eclipse Collateral Management for Abamaye. Waye Prime Brokerage Service. Nano said ye tie. So we japade na wo ho nkrata. Wutumi de nkrata ne beja Eclipse Collateral Management. Na so bi so we japade ebia na ne nkrata no animu anom. Na ope bosia. Ye de wo nkrata ne yensi achi ba manipa no eje bosia. Etua ehon faso ma wo nkrata ne ye wo de ani di free.
Hey, na se woni akura ntie.
Oh, emane how cry. Esan se wono so we japade a wode ba yenti no. Eno na bank de beton. Wabra won kwa de ne ho kra.
Na kire se me nkrata da dem no. Ebetumi ama menya sika. Wabra me japade no eho nka.
Sapepepe. Ubehu Eclipse Collateral Management e wa Denta Pantai Junction. Adenta new site hwa 0543832466. Eclipse Collateral Management. Think safety and decent income.
Get ready to soar the skies of Rwanda. Business in Kigali, shopping in Johannesburg, or vacation in Paris. Experience our vast destination network and proud fleet and award-winning service. Whether you are a new traveler planning your next escape, Rwanda guarantees unmatched comfort and a sky-spanning network. Book your next flight today at rwandair.com or reach us via email at sales.accra@rwandair.com. Call us at +233 0598 760 645 or +233 0598 797 194 or visit your nearest travel agents.
Rwanda, fly the dream of Africa.
Midindi Acrobato, me Pemasum Dienti, and I'm Demon Kodom, me Bambo Life Insurance, free Holland Life. And my bushia penny, a church to my obiantia 1,000 Ghana cities. Niamfanya or penny a year, Metiano, and was some cry. Me Bambo Life Insurance, a boy me cover me, I will bring me pra, and I made them, and answer a year to me. Efa a whole canina, I be quite Metia, 2 Ghana cities pair, a simple cry.
Anio, 2 Ghana cities pair, who's who bet me was Sunday, a fire car of Prani a year de Bahon, and one is Saudo who bet me Bambo Insurance here, the free Holland Life, who the star 269 hash. I will tell you say only MTN so na dinya bebanuchi. Me say a simple cra. Nyasumdwe wa brawa huto so se wo dachi wo Bimbo pa. Me Bimbo insurance ya yashe da yamawo.
It's time to relive the golden age of good African music. Legendary music that still thrills and never gets old at African Legends Night. Come and enjoy live band performances from Adani Best, George Gerard, Ochami Kwame, and the Princess of Africa, Yvonne Chaka Chaka. It's happening live on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at the Grand Arena Dome, AICC at 6 p.m. Get your tickets at 450 Ghana Cedis single and 800 Ghana Cedis double. You can purchase your tickets online via Eco Tickets and short code *713 *33 *20 hash, and also at Airport Shell, YFM Legon City Mall, Silverbird Cinemas, and Global Media Alliance Jowulu. For VIP tickets and table reservations, please call 020-2222-095. African Legends Night is powered by Global Media Alliance and proudly supported by Consolidated Bank Ghana, Ghana Tourism Authority, Silverbird Cinemas, E-Productions, and Perception Management International. Media partners: YTV, Happy FM, CTFM, YFM, Ghana Web, MX24 TV, Amayal Deborah, Daily Guide, BNFT, Channel 1 TV, ZFM, Oman FM, Net2 TV, The New Finder, and NYDJ Live. Remember, it's happening live on Saturday, October 5th, 2024 at the Grand Arena, African Legends Night, celebrating music of African origin.
Read your Bible, pray every day. Dear Moshene enya bedru, Happy Bible Quiz 2024. So, uwo jidie, se wonim tro kronkron no mu ana, na obetimi ni afoforo bi no mu asia kan, ewo tro kronkron no mu atumi adinku ni mu ana. Ene Happy Bible Quiz 2024. Fa ho bra be hyemu a, na yenhwe ni obetimi adinku nim, ewo afia kansie no mu. Afia twa mu, na ye super.
How many children did Jacob have with Leah? And name only 3.
7.
Okay, it was
Reuben, Simon, and Levi.
In chapter 30 of the book of Genesis, how many children did Jacob have with Bilhah, Rah's maid, and named them?
2.
Naphtali and Dan. Naphtali and Dan.
Now, if we obey super duper, Becca home, Quasia Bia, our brand no number, our happy 98.9 FM. So I can see air shots here, September Bosomino, Neda Tosu Dunum, near the Aquacoye, November Bosomino, Neda Tosu Edu and Song, Quasia Bia, Kayo, send no number pepe, near the Jumedian Ashaso, a tear for muting a fresh in the bench here, Monsumu Aquena, some bet me any at Chadia at the account. Happy Bible Quiz 2024. One more message. I made the Jumedia Abramo, a Griff Quality Service. Abwafo, the Bible Society of Ghana, and the Christian Council of Ghana. Happy Bible Quiz, Knowing Christ. Happy FM, Nimdia, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.
Happy Bible Quiz, Knowing Christ.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
Baby, when you say first, now you've been shut down per politics. You see, politics for no money or money and community. But namumu ebinumu sunti enyina ni agi say ebebo ama o man na koso na ebo 1 o'clock pe na wa lawyer ama o man na lawyer for enyina pon akofia koda nyamishra
EpaHoaDaben
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie eni. Welcome back to our Jumedie no eso. We are live on Facebook. Eton sa fro se join in on Facebook na fa o comment ebra emra edi sa enkomo enyina enne Anopay across the country. The National Democratic Congress are painting the streets of Ghana red with their enough is enough demonstration. Na one more seminar say Electoral Commission ema kwine na an independent body embra normal mayor an audit of voters register no. Na almost say side demonstration and na almost they mounted pressure on the Electoral Commission so bema kwine ama say jumede na baso. Na ekowie ye no saying en ekoye the first stop epoye mantemu George Nana Kwame Junior adjoining en ewo ahoma no so Nana Kwame otime nka kofodi atisen na ewie
yo samre di ajabo jaba bi emu adwubon frete sanse ene anopai to an NDC faithfulness, NDC members, NDC followers, NDC sympathizers omudi chi se brada ebegina Koforia Prisons Park ema police for do na so eba bi uhwemua do di famua omo NDC Kidion Kida, NDC Green Army, NDC Action Troopers, and it's NDC Motor Riders, and yeah, bibia find this ubia biba Koforia Prisons Park. National ambulance nkwa man kan me kan bi numiensa police ambulance and so be by 33 constituencies no nipa no bi efifi eho ebae constituency bia NDC members NDC sympathizers so mufi ho ebae Prison Park ma bo non du ne ho kono ana jamutisi mountain so echi momumui efi Koforia Prisons Park wa na Main Street ewo mwa ebidu just so old estate junction traffic etwa so eba new job furniture to spread the go to railway crossing before start traffic no mani wo mwa bepim the almighty total 2 commercial bank ni egu ha do mani chimwa bepim total 1 traffic central Koforia no mudifa right Koforia Municipal Assembly, Koforia Post Office, Koforia NIB Bank. That's what I was doing. I'm going to say the money be pay ministries. Chaka come on ministries no. Na come person kofa ministries no na enhye science na say police for no one kan no mudifa kwan ba kwa wo adult education street ni mu ekopi agata na ye bon frete say agata ono nipa ho papa
mutu aswa ko pim wo electoral commission ho ana Mr. John Bafo Eastern Regional Electoral Commissioner obeshiawom ema mpinifo wo NDC mu region ha former ana current no patrons ina the petition chairman Oliver Kevo kita petition ya ni omo founders na public petition ya the question ya John Bafo our electoral commission Eastern Regional Officer Commissioner omo de share nsa ono so Jennifer so omo kin kan share na kin mu se share na obi no omo de share nsa ono so yi na o se what ne saka epeja ko soro se anu ni petition ni na appropriate quarters na one so de ko no mko pensin na di wu bia no omo edit records so enti sa na ko na petition nsem na wu na doso ebi ni se omo dia to form a mani omo hini esantemu ato form hu se electoral commission ne aban osiso no ekona krana afesu so ina e bruted di ani kwande so kra na wum nipa bi wo wa tikuma se ton na o tabri na fi wo no o register wa kwatia ensem bebre the registration there emu nyom de emu sem nyom akondo emu sem nyom fe e be timi kwan kan fa 1 month and to nye fresh registration ke kan sem ne sa electoral commission papa jiro sinitras no pejani sinitras no pejani sinaja wa jene sa enti chama Oliver Kevo any leader here on any penny for secretary organizer constituency executives regional executives patrons so nyina by old members new members openi operado on a national youth organizer so documents from the abro money do mokan so electoral commission for nyina normal so asem normal illegalities there what inumuno registration book no mo san kan no ne voter so anwan no man tu wana mo no me kokwasa na se ejibudia ene na itizo man no o me shiki o man papa sanse rante di umubi and illegalities bia am point out to actually electoral commission untu wana mo
na obi bebusa se kofodua de no eye incident free BBNC
no kreni incident free BBNC
okay
drivers na bre papa sanse kwani bibiri omo David no e bata izo ko fa rewe mo yin suko achi kwa ko fa de se wa be rewe suko achi ko pia gata nti on de kwan enyentu so okita ka o ka no fo mo a ni o de bo agbo no peja ko so no agbo no peja ko so sa no bi agata no atwam street na police for no all over basa pa de bibia na me nam de ma hu bi
yo na o de wani bu a nipa ba de
o mo ba 33 constituency obi ade nipa ba 33 constituency obi ade nipa ba nti o mobile o mobile said no mo pene do mo saka ne sa pepe o mobile
very well
nanka emire bi atwam no unse de mo so ko bi kura wo twam kura na wo de ho abegim we de min ka manfo ne mum tama na dum so mum so so ho na sa wo ye de mo so manfo by sense no ka obi ya the way that as party no say electoral commission na wanya ne yema yenti no identify ba ankran individual bi a timamfo ne o manfo wo kuru no de sa nyema sa na anti-crom papa inform ho sa
okay
so I thought say emre bi atwam no tama na NDC zo power no sa na MPP fon so ya na electoral commission nya clear enyima mu na ya so ko to abawie no MPP fon so akwa wini omo kasa sa so
mu wini
enti no sa na nipa bi so fa no so me criticize sa so na hu na omo ka enti ama ankran no ndi onye party ni bi be ka so a floating voter ana Ghana ni on ni party bia obtanko fund o man join ni oton na de okona adwuma otinba bi koto na dan be bekwa koto so bekwa koto o kana sem so bekwa tan be bia ko mo do ma join ni
okay
we de tuntuni kokko no ma shen nyina red band na ma pone like as kita so ma tron se ma kasa kese was ni na ani de MPP sorry NDC party faithfuls NDC party members NDC party followers omnene omuka mo begu Kofodua Prisons Park
enti Kofodua de na nkwankwa ese wo mo ko ni nyina kra na manfo nyina kwan ho boju wo mo so ne ade ankoba ne sa ho
o yakọ ni pa die obedu bi na NDC ni bi ton ade and obebo aje so ama ne fans
okay
Now could do maybe as NPP force on the sound no more human to left. And you know, I did them. Now, no, sir, when you say Kufruja,
MPP stronghold.
Who say, you know, clans and they say another family, and another tribes, and they're 7, and I don't make you Kufruja. But I got the assassin soon, you know. Fans named Tisse and Tisse. Ebi ase le because of voter regime.
Okay.
And grupubu yoyu. And say.
Nana Kwame, you better say any amania boy mu hwamo ade free epoema ntemu aba.
Nana Kwame, Eastern Regional Capital Kofruja, PRO.
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie yenko eye the Northern Region ne Sadiq Gariba ojine mu ama Happy FM enso entoa amania bono so. Sadiq otemenka ewiei Tamale etisen na NDC demonstration no ade na betima report free Tamale amaye.
Yes, actually, Tamale was on fire, if I may use that word, because we least expected such a crowd. Because if you remember this morning when I spoke with you, I told you that it's really in Tamale heavily, and the rain stopped around 8 to 9 a.m. But people have to defy the rain and so come out in their numbers to demonstrate for their party and for the nation. That's what they said. So they actually came out in their numbers, used the route as planned. They moved, they converged at the Tamale Jubilee Park, and from there they moved to Abu Abu Market area, then to the Timber Market area, then they made a U-turn to the West Hospital area, then back to the central part of the Tamale, of the district. Then from there, they moved to the EC office. So people came out as planned, and a lot of dignitaries came to grace the occasion as far as people who are actually coming from the region are concerned. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, the former minority leader, I would say was the leader of the NDC delegation in the region. He was accompanied by the NDC regional chairman and also the national vice chairman in the person of Awudu Sofo Azoka. All of them, including the 18 parliamentary candidates and 9 MPs, they were all part of the entourage. So they did it as planned. It was only at the ending part that nearly got some disturbances, but fortunately, the police, together with the leadership of the party in the region, they were able to calm tempers, and finally they were able to deliver their petition.
What was the reason for that confusion?
Yeah, what happened was that initially it was planned that the demonstrators will have to move from the principal street of Tamale and to the Electoral Commission office. Then a few meters before the office, they will have to put up a barrier of which all the demonstrators will stop. Then a few members or representatives from the demonstrators will then move to the EC office and deliver the petition to him. But unfortunately, when they got to the junction that will lead them to the EC office, there was a police water canal there that blocked people from going into that church. So the people were kind of wondering how they should do that. And the police, according to them, told us that they are doing that to protect property and life. That is why they have to do that. So they stopped the demonstrators at the main road. Then they also moved to the EC office, and with the accompaniment of other police officers, they marched the director of EC, the director of the commission, from his office to a middle part of the church. Then they put another barrier of which they allow the demonstrators to also bring out their representatives to also move. So it was kind of, you leave your house, I leave my street, then I leave my street, then we meet in the middle. So
Okay.
if you realize, we stood there for more than 30 minutes. That is, if not even an hour. and we were still not, we didn't even know what was going on because the police didn't tell us the arrangement they were having, and the NDC too didn't even know what was going on. So it was there. The people thought maybe they were being prevented from going to the office, so they started throwing stones and water. So it was later that police have to come in, call on some of the leaders for them to go and calm tensions. And the whole thing got escalated when the National Vice Chairman got to the scene in the person of Sofa Azoka. So I think he asked the question why the police should put a water canal to prevent the demonstrators from moving up to the EC office. So he led his gang to destroy the first barrier that was preventing people from moving into that stretch. So that was where the stones started throwing, and the police acted smart enough to speak to some of the leaders, and they have to go and calm the people down. So there, the former minority leader in the person of Haruna Idrisu, he addressed the crowd on the main street. Then after the address, he was still on the vehicle on which he did the addressing, and so and then chose 5 people to represent the crowd, and then they went in to where the police kept the barrier, and it was there that the petition was delivered to the electoral commissioner or their representatives in the region. And in fact, it was led by the regional electoral commissioner himself. So the regional secretary, upon giving the petition to him, he told him that, my brother, we are coming to give this petition to you so that you will tell Jane Mensah our grievances. Then after reception, the man also said, okay, we thank them for being kind and also being democratic enough to submit a petition with regards to their grievances. Then the secretary said, is that all that you tell me? That was what I'm saying. That was what he said. So then we all burst into laughter. And the secretary told him, after we asked the secretary that, okay, what is next after this demonstration? He told the director that, yes, if you tell the Mensah that this is what we are coming. But after this, if we don't get the solution, we are not demonstrating to your offices, but we are demonstrating to your homes. That was what he told the Electoral Commission.
So is it the case that the EC regional director asked the regional secretary of the NDC what comes after this demonstration, or it is the media that posed that question?
Yeah, it was the media that asked him, because when he handed the petition over to the regional director, the regional director only thanked him for using a democratic way to express their grievance. Then the regional secretary asked him, is that all that you tell us? And he said yes. Then he said, oh, maybe that was what you were told. But he then went further to tell him certain things. Then we asked him, okay, the secretary, you have handed over the petition to the director, and you told him to convey your message to Jane Mensah. What will happen if he does that and say you don't have any response? You will march into your homes if we don't get a response. And
what did he mean by marching into whose homes?
To the director's home. That was what he said. He was very specific.
I see.
Yes, that they will next time they will not march into their offices, but they will rather march into their homes to express their dissatisfaction as far as the voter register is concerned.
And this was said in the full glare of the police, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay. Were there any casualties regarding the throwing of stones, pelting of stones at the police?
Not to my
knowledge.
But, actually, there was a serious push up there, but I can't see it. But I didn't cite any incident of somebody being seriously injured.
Were police property vandalized?
Yeah, some parts of the water canal got destroyed, and even some of them who were holding the glass guard. Some of them got their glass guard broken and other things. So yeah.
You mean their shield? You mean their shield?
Shield. Yes, the shield. Yeah, some of them got theirs broken, and I don't know how come.
But they were pelting stones, so that's how come, or?
Yes. yes.
Anyway.
That was what happened in Kamale.
Very well. Yes. Gariba, thank you so much. My home no atiko ebe friend back na yatwa amane bono. So we're going around the country engaging jumedia NDC for edino ene anopei eba ewie. Na mekai will say happy on wheels ye twaso na ye twaso akopem say yebekọ abatoɔ no. Na the next edition, our next stop of Happy on Wheels, ekwakopiemu ewo Anya Soutum constituency. Anya Soutum constituency aye kan no, constituency ba kwa aye hotbed pa. Na ye ba be hyiemu ewo Anya market. Eho ene did the next edition of Happy on Wheels ebrewo aye Thursday the 26th of September 2024. Time no 1 to 5 p.m. Inti bomode bra oti anya so tuomu or concerns about development yesema kwan de enye kra mu drains nso de bobo momode na mombra esane se Ga Central MCE ebeba dwumedie na se NDC parliamentary candidate Emmanuel Adote Alote enso ebeba NPP parliamentary candidate Elder Emmanuel Tobin enso ebeba bi omo be kire omo vision mu no ma kire ni nti omanfo nto aba ma wo mo na omanfo so mu questions a momfa ni nyina amra na mumbra na mumbebusa ewo Happy on Wheels ye dwumedie ase na mekai wo say ye dwumedie ade a Rainbow Scientific Herbal Clinic ene afei Chocho Industries ena omo abeka bomu abe partner Happy FM where they Happy on Wheels ebremo. There will be free health screening enro any semina ena afei so nku ahodro free Chocho Industries ene Rainbow Scientific Herbal ebebu ewo ho no mutoba na de kakra hye ho na wetimi aba betobe yenko back to Bono region na enkoti amane bono senior NDC one demonstration no ekọ ene ewo Bono region Emmanuel Jan ena obo amane no ede free Bono region ede ama Happy FM ima otimi nka ene demo ne ko sen na ewie sen. Hello Emmanuel. Hello Emmanuel. Mete wonka but free ewie sen.
Of Bono region, that's Siane. I'm a palm of Moya Saint Combesha, 8 a.m. But, yeah, they say Ebimusufi, other constituencies, Ebeka, Omo Siane, no. Inti, na, Uba, Bono region, so there were 12 constituencies. Na, sort of constituencies, na, Omo Perez, Sefi, Nina, Noma Bekawana, Omo de demonstration or Santiana Bessia call EC regional office. Inti almost around 10:25, 10:30 no, and almost a demonstration as Inti Mosha CFE NDC regional office and almost the far principal street of Siane, no more the Koe na the American say a peaceful Yantise Ubia Kokambia na CBBC opposite for no. Me show me can be 200 cra no munyina so no momo demonstrators na kwan back into opposite for no e be they were left in the so right and NDC for na nkasa no so no as omo bambo for kakra bi wo omo ye demonstration ni nti omo so kromu kra homa sene obi ntra homa ne nko the other side of the road kakra mo de omo normal one fidie abonyom normal kasa na mahye kokko ni tuntum ni ko jan bobo mo nsane omuti kakra sa no mo bese ni kodu regional Bono regional electoral commission office inti omo ko no omo regional secretary kind petition no the chair will be owie no de ma regional chairman Ambassador Nyameche Mafo or the man on presented the regional commissioner in the person of Gorgesberg, Esrifi Young, Jonona or J no petition the woman is almost say some constituencies be on a bloated numbers no a cost constituency be so honoma or ma transfer votes ni the ko baby for my example say time constituency a hona a NDC regional national chairman
I said in Ketia, the constituency time. Almost say a year, one electoral area. Almost for bay 10. And they call different electoral area. No. Maybe almost change the core, a bit favor a year MPP parliamentary candidate, because a one fee. Nti almost this example say and no can almost say as I say EC essential about to nkrata ni mu biem.
Yo, yadasene amane boy na ohwe participation one mo eba demonstration ya obeka se EC fonya numbers wo bono.
Omunya numbers ebebro ebedu be 500 ebebro 500 because normal those and then check here omo system mienu and I say brass band eso baako ana omo nam form ebi so moto so near the identity mobile looking at a working day now mutimi that numbers no make I was doubting because I thought say na working day nipa am babat nipa buy
98.9 buy yo ya beda sene amane boy a wode aba na ya toa aprobo no so koso fa wani din semachi e wobono region na bibia pemu a
ya wo ni yenya NTC NPP regional office so mobile press conference and she yenim say ade omode be counter NDC protest here I just say you and you be
yo yemfa yasone yani ntutu fom na yentietie na yemfa ensom ya yetiefo Happy FM dase bebre Emmanuel Jan yenkoso ne yemfa yani nkyere mfimfini mantemu Central Region ne ho ena kwakuda akon ede amane bono efri ho eba NDC demonstration ne ehase sen ene wie sen kwakuda akon wotemenka boyimu
yo minya bama really I'm not a papa, now which we shall for which I am happy 1929. I'm in Aquaba. A jabu, January Bebudu. The opposition party, National Democratic Congress, demonstration was shared where on my Ghana. Where the region be a number to the army, or the NDC number what's wrong with this AMT. We did a crowded chair after you did that. So, I saw ya, what the push a Ghana, you have to go to the commission. Number of India, Inshada, what's enough is enough. If human team, ability. Now, Miami, Kaka, another and a third shot where you're supposed to the shots. Ghana, and travel. Come by your shots. You can feel regional chairman, Professor Richard, they should about the mouse and empty away for the game. And like the dancer, by South MP, with their wicked Cocohagan, I bet not supposed to know fire raga, no by the conscience executive, Richard, because of it. We now wish him, support him. I'm what the air or your challenge. Now, your you could do electoral commission office. Emma, a year that many parties are working to do now for the command electoral commission. And Papano, Emma Usuni. Now, and a regional chairman, here, for even in the issue, a national exhibition sites are where you got a Hana, national, and some other regional for that in your regional. And if was one of them, a population, actually, where you push me with anything.
Kwaku wa homa no munye clear menim se wo drive dia kwaku gina yie mame hello kwaku electoral commission
aba me adno we ma mo tu e wo 7 December ahwe ye na aba to no aka mo na aba eyi some phone watch
Kweku dako. Online ni mu nye clear. Menim se u movie di anka obe aha sese de ye.
Yeah, quasi. And the other original chairman, which is a civil them. So we share the main evidence. I won't end this. I will go now. Wagada. Actually, and she need a back from to play at his phone. And to come to another commission movie avenue. And I'm at the real party. I didn't see the one to now. Not a Mrs. Shadow into that. And the cat and what the electoral commission upon the only now on Franco. Yes, now. Now we saw able to now wire the all the what the wire no what you know why you the show and not bad no electoral commission the boss on the central region no agent as no as agent cat no so what the when you not that what the cat and call a national office and go to the better about the joker and human juma who should a NC I say now the central region go hot to about with Marco what you are transferred no it's now for people to the the urban man, you know, the talk of which for conversation about working, no way to what after you. Individual demonstration is a look at it. Yes, see, I could put out. Yeah, didn't actually.
Okay.
So we will do a man central.
Very well. Kwakuda kwen beda sinema ne bo ade frimfimfini mantemo aba. Yebekọ voter region na yakotia mane bo na free ho. How successful it was in the stronghold of the NDC. The report no ebi free ho de aba na watin semwa e free ho so by 14 minutes gone past the R3 yetwa EpaHoaDaben dwumadie eso enche na bedwafo a represent the various political parties in so adwomadwa na ye de nen komo no ahyehye so but me kanfo de amao for corporate people are more adwumanti no muntimi mpiem free office enko lunch to the bia we are so busy behind the desk into to the bikura rempo kura timi fi se obedidi ni nyina no ye wo ehun solution at the mouth liquid and grills corporate catering semen kamfo mouth say omo ewo Ghana ye nnuane bia on their menu esanso ewo other dishes on their menu na womo no omo wo eye a 3-week cycle with 3 meal options available each day enti da biara da no omo wo nnuane miensa betimi eye free mu over a 3-week period na local meals no omo wo bibi ti se banku with okra soup omo wo fufu with light and groundnut soup omo wo jollof rice omo wo wache omo ewo red na se nnuane ya mebobo nyina protein a eye ka ho dodo no eye beef omo wo chicken omo wo fish omo wo traditional meats ahodo eno nsusu wunimu bie se bi akwa bi wunya eye insumu namu ibia adwene ayaho aha ni nyina bi ewo ho opeka kokura dia boxe eye garden eggs bi kura na ni nyina bi ewo ho na omo se omaduane ne da fom boko 55 Ghana cedis per plate normal because wache bi wo wakoto wache 10 ene wache kura 10 cedis kura bi brinti watch 10 cedis fish kitwe bi small boy fish ni ayi ama 15 Ghana cedis and na wele kromo ton 15 cedis obewie bibia no now you are hitting about 50 Ghana cedis here ka ho asem nti with 55 Ghana cedis ubenya banku ni okro soup papa bi ubenya fufu light soup groundnut soup anase ni opebia jollof rice nso wo ho ye wo wache wo ho ye red wo ho and they won't call restaurant bia and spending less than 50 cedis a plate. In fact, most restaurants cry no a plate no more than 75 getting to 100 cedis. Into when they anka mesu say at the form boko only liquid and grills corporate catering for Indian komo and ne almost say omo a weekly menu for each month. Into bosumi bia na watwi bia no omo menu a obetimi choose e free mu na wa kire ne wo pe obetimi afre na wa order na ya ba be deliver e de amount frɛ womo enne e wo 0507 110 430 0507 110 430 Liquid and Grills Corporate Catering Sebrana omo emma onantie no enye tie ma wo entu kan kodi traffic mu so call lunch ye de nyina bebrel. Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services semen kan for farmer in area or asase no land title certificate. The land title certificate in your court lands commission near search up. You be hunu say ampa ewo wudini mo. Ni nyina ne say certificate ni betimi aye sika dia ma o. Eye afibia in a risk-free environment. Into earn decent income on a yearly basis in a risk-free environment. Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services in Kwane Betimi say at the amount. You want to find out how your land title certificates can work for you? And yeah, na mechiro baby abitimi akona wakwaku hunu. Omo ewo Adenta barrier close to Medimoses Hospital Eben. West Africa Senior High School war ne pair. Wamodena one Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services in ni enkomo. Owo land title certificate unye sika de besi dan. Na certificate ni betimi ayi sika ma afibia o twendien. Fra womo ewo 0543 832466 0543 832466. One Eclipse Collateral Management and Advisory Services in common na womo en solve wo problem no emfa emao. Na no na me ka kire madam fu bi se ni sika ho aye din no ho se otena se emma ye de emergency bi beto sere so mrekwa oni sika bia da ba bia bra waso be ye hye because that time no frɛ wadam fu a that time nso no nso be ma wo ne problems ni excuses oh chale makotu school fees nanu ya o na sia oh me kura na for my stories ho na be ho no wan hwe abeka se onam fofo basem obeka se edu se wo ho kire wo ne de obi atwa na chi agyaw se na ewu ni ska na sa nso no obi anso ni ska enti no e wo se obo ho ban ni nyina ne se me ban bo life insurance on MTN and Telecel aba edi ama Hollard insurance ena edi aba into stay ready for any unexpected funeral or accidental disability cost to be ni nyina ne se with as little as 2 cedis 10 cedis 25 cedis and 50 cedis bosumi bia eno ne ebetitio bosumi bia ebetimi ato 2 Ghana enyeska bia ebetimi ato 10 Ghana ene 2 cedis kra na eto atwomokura menye sure se eto enti no we no kase ente 2 cedis a bosumi bia ne ate 10 cedis ne ate 25 ne ate de beto su ya 25 no anka de ye na nka bosumi bia ye ente we kura na nye daily bosumi ne ebete ebetimi ate up to 50 Ghana cedis bosumi bia na with small deductions depending on the wo pese wo me ete wo no obetimi anya as much as 30,000 Ghana cedis for funeral and accidental disability cost enti say bia wo plan ye na wakwa akodi dem wo pra e wadwuma mu o ana se wadi dem bi wakwa akopra bi na sika bie ne wono mu a wode so ano se wakase yente 25 Ghana you can earn as much as 30,000 cedis in pofrim ho na wode aso o medical bills are not oto wane afro so ma me aka ba bi na me confess ka even kura bi asa time no na mo chiri sika kura wunya nyae wo be frem kofo bra ti wanim ni nyina ne se wodo ho be hyimu bi na yato kakra na bosumi bia no yate wo na asem beto wa watimi enye sika mpofrimu na ode aso wasene ekwan be na abefa so obetimi de ho adom mu bi phone ni sisi ama me ne dial *269# *269# never register on MTN or Telecel. Inti sa two networks na betimi aye no ewo so na kai se o register Ghana card no ho be hia isane se ye be hia Ghana card number no na wa panche e de ahyemu na kai se sika no so a wo se entie no say ye 2 10 25 and 50 no ye te no automatically every month into who disca no wallet no so a na o kai se sika a wo se ente obosumi bia no at least se sika ne de uja ato ho no mo se be ya yebetimi atie na sherenso ema me se we no obetimi ede as many as 7 by local dependents ede ato eyesa insurance so a omobetimi so a benefit be nti we insurance no ya ma ho no betimi de nipa 7 so aka ho asasa to renchem ne to wo mo a obetimi anya sika no ede aso na ebetimi ayoma ebetimi ayewo ma me ne opa ebetimi kura ye ona nanomo when ye mom ye vulnerable because omo na baby abetimi ato wo nti wo nananom te ase a o papa ene o maame te ase a o ma enso te ase o yere obetimi de na kan wukunu obetimi de na kan no as many logical dependents kai say me bimbo sa life assurance you know ade a terms and conditions bata ho T's and C's apply na wa hye nso de amame 98.9 FM enche near the nkomono ehhehye so na mamen kanfo ma wo me kobadanfo bi office na ye mami akonya enso na mempese metenase aden akonya ye de mami no na mesuro se ebetete matade office pao in fact me ka kire madamfo ne se wo ma medi ne ho ya pa obi a ye wo school na wo when you sumu afefe ubo life chese abrante no pa de we na what hunu shoe a polish ho kama the be gentle na me ba office pa na let the wo akonwa ho nyina tete miniska ba kura me sansan mechi me so bebre boka na siesie wo office na obeye de a na eye Crif Ghana Limited Crif Ghana and I make come for Ediamao your one-stop shop for premium office solutions stationery and office equipment nkonya safes ahodo office cabinets ahodo office desks ahodo ye wo nyina bi your money counting machines ahodo nyina bi ye wo ho ye wo office equipment a eboa for efficient workflow ye wo nyina bi ye exclusive distributors of 26 award-winning world-famous brands sa brands nyina no so wani ate na unim hosop na unim quality you may prefer any of these 26 award-winning world-famous brands na nyina no Crif Ghana na benya sa ne ma nyina bi atop and then also choose Crif Ghana Limited it's an said almost 38 years of experience in the field of office equipment and money counting machines. A one-stop shop for everything office equipment, safes, any money counting machines. Now, Osanso a trusted partner for businesses seeking premium quality. Mekayo na makayo so say a back for there a quality that lasts and lasts and lasts. Visit our showroom ene ewa Dabraka near YWCA and as airport residential area inside Roman Ridge. Shopping arcade ho pe omo ewo showroom ho abitimi akohwe wo niam ani bi na otwusu bi na they are lifted up the image of your office space. Wait me afre Crif Ghana on 0244 681997 Mrs. Subiem 0244 681997
baby when say first na ye binumu ye shut down per politics ye say politics for no manyo made entomunye ba na mumu ebinumu so nti enyina ye ni agi say ye beboa ma oman na akoso na ebo 1 o'clock per na wa ye lawyer ma oman na lawyer for enyina pon akofia akoda nyamishra
EpaHoaDaben EpaHoaDaben EpaHoaDaben
And every democracy at one point in time must be tested. Ghana democracy is under serious threat now. And we want to prevail. We shall overcome. Every democracy has the risk of producing a tyrant. But what tests the resilience of that democracy is our ability to fight the tyrant and defeat him and restore democracy once again. From 1992, it is today that our democracy is being subjected with the test, and we shall prevail. Democracy lovers shall prevail. Elections alone does not guarantee democracy. It is democratic-minded persons, democratic-minded citizens who are ready to fight for their rights, who can guarantee democracy. Once upon a time, when this country was under colonialism, our leaders like Osagyefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Sajid Adete, popular people, they got up and decided to fight so that those of us living now can live in peace. They fought. Some people died. But that is the reason why we are living today. And so today is our time. We must not let our ancestors down. We must not let our future generations down. It is our time to fight. What we are doing is to prevent war in this country. If you want to prevent war, you fight to remove everything that has the tendency to generate into war. There's no option. There's no sitting on the fence. If you sit on the fence today and allow conflict to mature into war, you will be conscripted into the army to fight and die. So instead of waiting for war to break, for you to be conscripted to go and fight and die, fight now against the elements that are generating the conflict.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben.
98.9 FM, voice of the chairman of the NDC, Johnson Esiedu Inketia. Na NDC demonstration yi and a petition be a PMU. Indeed, NDC for Nankasa the petition command Electoral Commission one hectares and a few so many call one regional offices are. But there is a petition that has been sent to the European Union by a group from concerned citizens of Ghana in the diaspora. Dr. Joe Ajiman Owusu, a convener, Menkwa Humano so na menino enkodi eye ensemu ehon komo. Dr. Joe Ajiman Owusu timinkan Happy FM sunie ye mo ha.
Menia so and I'm a cheerful for
Yo, etiefo enso jo sumo akwaba eba EpaHoaDaben dwumedie so on Happy FM. First is na ekamu a munsumo de petition comma European Union and why the European Union?
Yo, Menia with the CP the order enye Ghana nko ense Senegal for better maba no when you be by any yama be brave and yeso ne nipa mo diaspora ha I person democracy I find democracy yet because you can say crystal clear I can say big deal if pass that will be a Ghana fan the bois Senegal for mo ya tomaba I can say basa biamba I feel here Yamaha, Ryan Suyo Crum, I find Ghana, a Shunji crew. I feel the Emperor, Minia. Next, pretty and yet. I started say, you do one bobo. You buy and say, I say, you say, and you are buying us in Casa. Yeah, election coye, MPP for no election coye. Now, I feel. One of the parties, and as a major party of Ghana, not saying same way see one no. And yes, Debbie, she had not careful near me, easy for now and Casa, a year and 2 years. One here, Ghana, yeah, better, me and sorry. It said, Ocean left, right, Oko north, Oba south, and Eponeda or Eponso. Me, we are canny, or Eponaho, in Murdery. To say, if I see my wish of one soon, you might be so BBC, maybe there could be a French for want to Casana Bay. Into our CABB. Not soon be about Ghana. Near Quatua, but Ghana for no will be ano. In higher time the chief. Into Educo, you say you, Casa Ghana, the NC, who say will be a Casabiano. Easy for India. Dear. Kasa is for nibeti.
Inti mususu se European Union no betimi influence Electoral Commission in any way.
Yeah, sama ye katro man say sabi obi obo ama o ye bibi no. Say yesika mu say bibi amu no. Oni ba ko kan asem na se wanti ane ke se wa no obi kan o say e wara da. Na maminka mpanin sembi. sɛ ɛyɛ ekuru bi wɔ hɔ na aboa pɔnkɔ sɔrɔ ɔso wɔyɛ exercise na odutu ne nan odutu ne nan aboa gyina pɔnkɔ wɔ exercise wi deɛ woyɛ anka yɛ no fie wode kɔfa kuro mu na woyɛ exercise na ɔforo odwan sɛ medeɛ mfa me ho metim bɛɛ bɛdwe mu ɔhu sɛ biribi ato me na yɛ deɛ baayɛ kikirikirikiri kwasi adɔpa bi odutu ne nan yɛ ana ɔde kɔwɔ akɔra bi baa ɛna mo na mekɔfa agyata ne ahemfo pɛ sɛ mmoa ahemfo no nyinaa baeɛ ɔmka asɛm na ɔmo sɛ ɔhene sɛ mate deɛ wɔwu ne wɔwu yɛhwɛ wɔyi bɛka sɛ the way forward afei deɛ me nua wekɔyɛɛ a ɔmo se ɔhene sɛ adeɛ mkɔ ne saa mɔba mo de kyena apaba ata mohwɛ ndua ngu so ɔmo abɔ odwa no sɛ ɔmfa ho ɔte baabi no yɛkɔtwee no ɛyɛ de yɛtwa ne ti gu so nti asɛm aba yi radio phone ni bi a wutie bi a ɔma yɛnyɛ ne consent is yɛwɔ one Ghana yɛ Ghana for ansa na 1992 constitution ni ba me bɛnya MPP NDC me mpato ate as it is
ne tie pa
for no so mo ntie ase no I was here nyina twin break so mo hwehwem na so mo ntie ase a ɔmo boa no European Union ka ho na nyakwa na petition ne kɔ
no edi apotin na mo ka kire wo mo se koso Ghana enu nti mo petition wo mo eno ye one leg the other leg would be say mo se wo mo nye den
yo unia the one say stakeholders including the major opposition party or Ghana NDC for who say register no nyema bi wo mu a enye nipa bi on transfer o mo a enni so transfer bi o say free original source and sana ko be foforo omo so mo hwe omo hu wo de no to nchen a na anu ya EC sa biometric machine o ba ko wi ono ye ne transfer ye akese ye ne ho hwe ye so na sanye digital bola suit so o hwe na anu so abaya MPP for kotoye a party omudi aban ekotoye hwede sie ti so wode no kura na omudi aban na omu kunu sojafo ni ade edi ekwa hwede sie a na so mamu ni nyina no onua nunti na obese mi ho asumi man so atmase na wode no so eto nchen a enyama bebree koso Ghana ya dwen ye se I will say electoral commission ni all stakeholders ni transit said the maybe 2016 a year papa ya friend Abu Ramadan the call Supreme Court or Kwaji you might can say among entry register we are said the ma ntokwa ba ayesisie say ye suam say ye be a sorry kra no so bi sisi wa hwe obejai when ya ya betwade it the one say sa niam ya mabobosi you see European Union and get involved omo ka bia Ghana for betie because we need to make us
getting involved in what way what more expectation here then specifically
we say getting involved no money is in your bank kasa
okay
na stakeholders ni nyina timi enkasa na ye because things no no too much
but we are aware so say electoral commission say indeed mistakes ni bia na sa normally say NDC for so mo hu no omugitum sampa etisa na emomu no omutu hu anamon enu nti na ye exhibition
unia omutu hu anamon say obi si mentiase we si mentiase te brebre bato sana before etom nti we no eno amet me will say bossman oja baby na o kasa chirichiri mu na hwe ni woni are ene ma read wo newspapers mu a obi si hwe NP ni mu so kasa sa wo the tension and e bo ni more dem concern na ne say omuni stakeholders no enkasa NDC CPP PPP all the parties no na Ghana ya akwa say abaya wo so no de bia this easy for be you na yeso mo ekọ Canada so
na sasa anso na tie opposition for so da bi omo opposition na omo so boy isi achi
Unia, the media maker, any Ghana ni wo ho ansa no be MPP be NDC ni e be CPP ni ye man Ghana ahwasem ni ye ka party ni do mo ho ma yasem wan se EC yen sika ene yedigi yedi twa omuka untie na yie ma o mani mu se de mire bi 2016 omo ye audit awa yi register ni bia ye kama no ama ekoto aba ahwe nsi no this 2020 no I say you ha bi nam for me ala tafo ana Senegal for no wasa no guruwa ya say de bia the sisiro mo say Ghana democracy West Africa de yeteso so yem pese o yuni bia beba no bi waka ti ye de call one say stakeholders meeting the Ghana for no mo fi munyi mu hunni a me kam mo ho no ye Ghana ni mo wo krum no munyi hunni a ene ye obi ba no be buana hospital yen ka asem ne be yi ya e asudwe ne pe e be say ma wo sem boy di penfo ye di na part we ka we ne we aka we ne we aka we ye ka ne se omunye register no for ese audit na ye wie ne hwehwe ni mu a obia kran obia kwoto aba na hwehwe fine ndimum so obi fi so be sisi no a
my last question to you, is in your petition, no more calling on the EU to take some specific actions. One, to conduct independent investigations into the allegations and concerns. More hope is EU independent investigations into the allegations of anomalies and discrepancies in our voters' register. How is this going to happen?
Unia, so because being that here and just you were direct and indirect situations, such as here. Easy, acquire of a fashion, any stakeholders, no, akasa. Ombit ma be referee, ombit me about akasa, electoral commission by opposition, move on. Maybe the nipa say, and I say the resources say. Yeah, the Boama Maya be every cry. Yes, will be and the problems will be named ye premium prebiana command unibi. But I say, I continue to be aware, sir. Maybe I not make a secret, maybe I know easy to win. You know, you bemua, no massam trauma. Now, then they'll say, no be a botonium. Here, Patoa Banoa. Ubia Kotuno Bafi, he declare, can you be in a fine? Would you be on?
Yo, Mawase paeja, matuwase.
You can say, abano any opposition, no, any opposition parties in the so canon. Abano entered you say
very well.
Yo,
Openi Medawase, anyway, Dr. Joe Ajimanowusu, many thanks for your time. Patrol country bang.
You were UK.
Oh, UK. Okay. You better say, anyway, say, waje penny na oni akasa na wachire munsi mudi Ghana for. Brepe mu no bibichiri adwene be san ba ho.
Okay, I'm on it. It's my pleasure.
98.9 FM, Dr. Joe Ajimanowusu, member, concerned citizens of Ghana in the diaspora. More actual petition, the common European Union. Oma semune say, European Union, no, and conduct investigations. Now, me fa omo demands ni bi entujana ehunu and sempotia. Omo he nimu from the EU. Omo essay the EU and conduct independent investigations into the allegations and concerns of the NDC, issue a statement to the EC and government regarding their findings. Now, so omo engage political parties, and the Peace Council to ensure a peaceful election. Na mekaya enipa 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ena omo ensa eshe sakrata no ase. Mame nkwa bedwafo ho na memo makwaba na yemfe ne nkomo no enhyehyɛ so. Kwaku Mawuli Nanegbe, a member of the NDC communications team, watena say wajene red, obviously from the Enough is Enough demo. Kwaku, memo ha,
Unyami Joso,
Boko de
Redadum.
Then Yamiase, I shall ready the enemy say, Oko de Munibi.
Mikoepa, me free the moon, your presentation, no, everyone, and me, yeah,
the 12 Baha. Nice one. Now, Eko ye.
Yeah, I mean, very successful demonstration. And in fact, my main commendee, yeah, party leadership for a successful organization. And in fact, the out there, no, I'm surprised because now at a certain level, no, yeah, say okay, ma obia enko
Abra Sports.
No, regional capitals, no. Because we are focusing on EC offices in the regions, no. That me share him say because at a certain point, say yeah, demonstration war Accra say oben who say Kaswa for Krano Omoba Accra. So now I was expecting say we are here Konebia Kaswa will go to the central region. So now, but what I saw today, actually me say a man for do no episode demonstrating electoral commission say there is a need for a forensic audit of the electoral roll. So the turnout was huge. And we commend a man for Abapa. And there was this lady, in fact, she's been very consistent, almost 80-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Nanti aya nanti bibi every obra sport. Echo Farisco, TUC, to National Theatre, to ministries, sports stadium, Parliament House, and to Electoral Commission. Like Electoral Commission, a new headquarters, no. Will be a passport office. First. A presentation, no. So to me, and you have old ladies, in fact, 80-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 60-year-olds. How much we people are really determined. Yes, that's what I have seen out of it. That the electoral commission must show commitment to the needs of the people. Say forensic audit na yeah.
Mame Emma, my second guest in so Akwaba. First time on our show, but you know him. He's a very known face, very popular face. As for Tema there, Tema in general, but Tema West in particular there, they know him inside out. Now no MPP primary sir, or contested Tema West primary sinibi. Delegates say Ohome Kakra. At the right time, on Omobeshen and Nimunyam, Enunti, Okokahe, who were experience it now, and or communicated and then ama that it is possible team. Or then Jimua or say, well, Lusu dear, now so the party is bigger than a individuals be inti or no dear. While rolling his sleeves are oil campaign, then. Robert Richard Swapem Jr. Dodwana yina your friend of Swapo or no a member of the MPP communication team and parliamentary candidate aspirant Tema West 2024 primary sir NPP Swapo Akwaba.
Joso Bibi.
Ija. Eninam na wotiti.
Me titi say Yanum de bia mo parade no mashe nti me mo Akwaba.
Okay.
The me say sika on the almost spending across all the 16 regions.
Yeah.
E can me swapwa nka they should have invested that sika ewo training na omo na enka sebi 2024 omulusu wi a omo account balloting ombeti ase no mba say yenko omo court biom. They've spent some quite good money in this demonstration.
Of course,
but
it costs money.
One would think Senka a better way of spending this money is probably not to go this way, but to train their party foot soldiers, their election machinery on proper and how to understand the election process.
And also someone say election process.
So say crampanka and then I mean it's within their constitutional rights.
Yeah.
Say ombeko demonstration. so much at least just a match to friend is saying EC's office would have been enough.
But that's what they did, a match.
Oh, across all the regions. Headquarters. Now, the
same petition.
The same petition. You see, say they are just blowing hot air. Me last me call some TV station. Me say this election is an election that will be won on strategy. So if this is what they call strategy, me.
This election that will be it will be won
on strategy. Yes.
But Jubilee House is predicting a runoff.
Oh,
we'll come to that. It's one of the topics we'll deal with this afternoon.
I'm reliably aware.
Yeah. Ebidi and also a home comeka issues never discuss here and all. But Maoli, let's get into the meat of the matter. So for Swapo, I don't know, and come on channel into other things and
training.
But the larger and bigger question is the basis of this demonstration, and why you think say route Yamafa as demonstration na ebeyode mope an independent audit of the register.
Of course.
And you are hoping say after this demonstration, Electoral Commission be feel pressured enough to succumb to that demand, no?
Yeah, basically yes. But Yemi Ngwangwa say Swapo Beka say onu who relevance no of Niaye but we are yako demonstration no who relevance.
Okay.
Because uti Electoral Commission every time now a national chair yako fairly a flag bearer ni candidate for the 2024 elections, all the announcement in the debate about Utinia Electoral Commission, shall can na normal per se, omu per crime beso to cowards, and I catch a young bra omu a catch it near dim como. But near who is a and yet in Comoa, any Electoral Commission for bedi amani ye. Swapo say. And I'm going back to that point. Say, oh no, who first. But I remember in 2016, Opachre said, no more yes, I had demonstration in 2016.
Let my vote count.
No, I mean, was it not relevant? Is that what he is trying to suggest? No. The point I'm making is that in your regional cry, you saw the need to go on a demonstration.
Okay.
So and you embarked on it.
But his point is, why send the same petition? To the same institution across the country when the decision will be made at the headquarters?
Listen, Obia votes county. All votes matter.
Okay.
Now, you person a decentralized idea now. Say Obia one region. Utua bana. Utua bibia and baby crank any districts.
Okay.
But yes, district by district. But yes, region by region. It's for a certain purpose. Nini say Bibia Electoral Commission a war ne. Ni gidie wo Electoral Commission mu say nia ye ka no. O wetumi aye aboa yen. Hwe Electoral Commission ya ye registration ewie. Na ye sre Electoral Commission say mayen
munjin di se ne mo hwehwe Electoral Commission be ya ma mo.
No. They haven't. That's why we are looking for, and I will come to that. That's why we are looking for. I mean, an independent way arbiter and a referee beer or rabbit now. And I'm making this point, sir. At the time, Electoral Commission aye registration a babe exhibition. Yes, in fact, it's very explicit in the CIC.
Okay.
For voter roll no register no Emma political parties for no at the time I will call your exhibition. In fact, requested from the Electoral Commission no it has to take the Electoral Commission, in fact, a lot of demand pressure. Almost so the Tuesday no we no exhibition no and sana. In fact, we know the day before and some register no my. Just imagine.
Does the CI specify a date also the time frame?
Yes, the political parties must have it.
Must have, but one said that what
no, it is in
no. Is it?
Maybe
listen. 5 days to exhibition or 2 weeks to exhibition, make available the register to political parties. Is there any specific timeline?
That BB.
Yeah.
If you are a commission, who operating with candor,
okay,
you have nothing to hide. You don't have anything against any opponent. Why don't you? Why you are genuine? You call exhibition. Unim say political parties biano, baby exhibition no in the districts, in the electoral areas. A bimo have to cross water and some overdo ho. Adentina won't find more days before. No mu so to me ako printi e dia ko ma omu nkrofo no mu to me aye we verification na exhibition amount for be to me a check it.
So question the discretion of the EC, the use of discretion.
I'm saying say omu ankasa no o operate we a candidate unin say won person obesisi obia you are fair minded o operate amount for be hu say nyama na wo ye no you are clearing your mind. Exactly.
Okay.
But exhibition na ekoso na political parties na anka almost ye part of the process na anka some register no they didn't have it. Say obi betumi
you had it during the exhibition.
But
the only challenge is that about too close to the exhibition.
No, at the time the exhibition is ongoing, I would no. Obi
or cancel a day or
no
before the exhibition.
No, when the exhibition was ongoing, I don't mind. The very Tuesday no exhibition koso no and omode man. And sana ye babe printi dispatch baby I to me dispatch no ye dey soft copy no the 2 mail mama man for no ma printing. That is where the problem is. Anu kra no fatu nchen. Ya ye exhibition na wie. And ya hu say obi free tamale checking the din wa hu say ya tu ni din every sa register no dia kopusiga at the time anipa no one call electoral commission for agriculture and say mon transfer me votes into why ya there no without the consent of that voter na nyo no nkwa we detected a number of people I transfer move vote from Tamale to Busiga Emfa no to nchen ya hu and this one was even the electoral officer in Honorable Atufoson's constituency. Electoral roll na mudiama brakwa mudiama we no district electoral officer no is different from electoral register na mudiama NDC for no.
Okay.
So even the district electoral officer was surprised.
I see.
What I say? Yeah, no so no it requires a reconciliation. And in Yama bebre. Tesano. Obi koya oko vote oko no ni di ni register mo oko check no ni di ni register mo and many others. So here is the way. In fact, we put out a release a day after the closure of exhibition no, we put out a letter say we needed to meet the electoral commission.
Okay.
Electoral commission found a new year papa biya but we were pressuring that there is an issue with the provisional register and we need to sit down. Electoral commission anu year odi buy and say electoral roll and they put this on their website that the electoral roll that they have is credible and robust. They say wow. Question I have is a provisional register. Who why a mistake quickly they withdrew what the almost say robust credible no year and sabe dia betu ho say we dia a provisional register until ye hu adwuma until ye hia so you realize that this is a letter commission adwuma ye no omankasa no they are so incompetent about the work ye and they need help and you can attest ye registration no kra no last registration some of the things I call so information we were correcting the electoral commission the top on time no more correcting so they have a problem now because when they were disputing our electoral officers director of elections director of IT Nini team. That's why demonstrating when we went and demonstrated, in fact, issues that they were denying, deputy chair of the commission, Bosman Asare, abeye press conference, ajiniamenetum. And we are saying, sir, there is
they went a step further to say, sir, they are addressing the matter.
And that is where
a provisional register. So why
that is where even the issue is. This is an electoral commissioner. Yeah, can't crap on no mood deny. Yeah, demonstration now more. I feel the Musi more jiatumu and so more correct. And I catch him say there is much more to it. Nyamanu doso chen ya this ya mamu. In any case, nyawusi wa correct no. Ye di way hard drive aba. Udi fatu sumayen. Nyanko compare say why ya jenna ye dia chewa panana. Usi unfa mayen. And so we should come and sit with you. Nanya ewo hono na yenka.
Ba so mo ka kire mu se mo mfa mo so mo data na mo hunu emma wo mo na guide wo mo in correcting the register.
Bibi
mo fa ma.
This is an electoral I see this is our basis. We are dealing with an electoral commissioner on your candidate. Nukra en no mo afa. And that is why utie ya assembly year. Nya ye pa ni se ye pe independent arbiter. A referee obia oni interest or election no more because akoye say ye ni electoral commission for netina said in komo and there is nobody obeye witness ntoni don be twada aguye so na yen so ye ni obia obeka bia mayen so anything I can because we don't want the situation say ye ni electoral commission for no kra na edin komo no. That is why we have departed from Nyaomu request. You see ye wo problem no ba fair independent arbiter and the people are willing. UNDP is willing and it is good sir Nkrofono more diaspora
citizens of Ghana in the diaspora.
They have also joined say European Commission should also come on board, European Union and come on board, and I'm sure there are some other interest groups from abroad international organizations will be interested to be witnesses to Nyaye request. The request is as simple sir. A forensic audit is important. And and the electoral commissioner, and this is where we get worried. Electoral commissioner, you really say you don't have any interest in this election. What do you have to hide? We are really interested in this. Come over with your teams. All political parties are more contest elections. We are more fairly to contest. Mu experts no embra. Yentina se baby a problem no will be no NDC for mun kana yentie na yen address it. But all the time nya obeti ani say we are solving it. We are solving we mumbra na yentina se. Meanwhile this is an electoral commission we do not trust. And all we need is an independent arbiter and we cry nya de fufuro. We've done it before.
It has to be great.
And Midima no say no.
Okay.
In 2016 I remember Dr. Baumyani Nana Kufado and Nam Ekachre said Togolese were on the voter roll. The Charlotte Osei led electoral commission and Kase we on Yehushe or Ma VCRC Crab Committee Ebetinase and now Dr. Baumyani ni team Ebasa committee name Ebe Kaumwasem.
Abi, can you show the video for me?
So
please?
At the end of the day, so that work was done and obia enyani hunti asie and sana yeko election no. So this request should not be much more bigger than Jean Mensah led electoral commission, and that's why maybe placard.
As you speak about for joining on Facebook, so we're a flashback. The forum organized by the Electoral Commission and Charlotte Osei over the bloated nature of the register in 2016.
Great.
And over Facebook, you see Johnson Esedun Ketia addressing the forum.
Great. So it was done. So the Electoral Commission did it. So it shouldn't be much difficult for this Electoral Commission
but are the circumstances the same?
Why not?
We're a provisional register.
We're a provisional register.
Coming just after an exhibition.
Exactly.
Is that the same? Emra, Charlotte Osewa or yes, our forum way?
Sir, the issues, ni say, what transfer
in the case of that time, na a final register, but the MPP said it was bloated. In this case, a final register, a provisional register.
Yes.
EC ni say or corrections. No.
But
so they are not the same.
Do you believe the Electoral Commission? Say or see or yeah,
I have no reason to doubt.
I have, and anything I ne ya nante eko omuakache no. I have because to me interest omo. We see yeah na the problem abro. We see what solve problem no. Fawo nyawaye problem na was solve fa maye na enko check say am pass wa solve ya. We see mfa maye.
But you get the final register.
Finally. Na say omo di maye. Na yes our problem na your company enu na eda so wo ho a enu de na emre enso akọ atiaye. Then at the end of the day, what have we done?
Okay.
That is why we are insisting that whatever problem there is today, we want to have it solved. And the Electoral Commission itself, in fact, has helped us in a way. Say Samuel Tete Bekachre say there are animals
or say there were.
Oh,
not there are.
No. There were now so and there were plants, there were animals on the electoral roll. Now you then and people I catch it. I said today we don't have animals and plants on the electoral roll. So it's even calls for a bigger basis to ask that there must be a forensic audit into this electoral.
This is the first time the NDC has taken interest in the register. Otherwise, one would have expected them to call for such an audit of the 2016 register, which contained photos of plants and animals representing voters.
EpaHoaDaben.
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedienie. I'm call Facebook right now and I'm in for messages in bra. As a Swapo gets ready to take a bite at Jumedienie Koswap. Nene GH say, good afternoon, Bibi. I am voting for change with great transformational plans for to better our motherland. #vote for Alan 2024. Now, Jalav Sola say, good afternoon, Okomfo Bibi. Today, I am listening live from Nalerigu, North Accra. Oh, Jalav, and then they do a copy of enjoy Nalerigu as well as you enjoy EpaHoaDaben Jumedie on Happy FM. Bawasaba GH say NDC we are winning, or say NDC all the way, JM all the way. Or Santo Aswa or say real Mahama Badon is coming back to power again. Piaga or say Dr. Baumia is winning, no runoff. Well, we'll look at Jubilee House commissioned surveyor Eka said the 2024 election will go to a runoff. Basis in here, sample size you're saying, and if the Jubilee House is predicting a runoff, does it say anything? Indicate something? Well, Abraham Tete said, good afternoon, BB. The EC must accept the forensic audit so that peace will prevail. My regards to you and your panelists, JDM all the way. Comensa Pillar 2, Eddie Freedom Kwabenya no Diaba. Also, Chairman Esidun Ketia. Massa, let me tell you, this demonstration can never change anything for the NDC. Still, Baumia Napo Betwaso, regards to lawyer Michael Kwe Jr., PC for Dom Kwabenya constituency, and Honorable Nana Amadukia, PC for Okankwe North, and Way Efri Komen Sapila 2. Piaga takes a second turn and says, after this unnecessary demo, what again, NDC? It's possible. Angmo Simon said NDC good job. Renin Lopez said what is the EC afraid of? And that, those are your views. Also, be joining in live on Facebook. Now, all the views about I'll be glad to read them for you. Swapo, NDC Jumedia or more AD and a day, and all thoughts and comments on it.
Bibi,
yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Where official?
We official one. Mami fa wakwenye so na minchia. NPP4 omo Ghana nyina.
That's right.
Nyame enkoso insuramo, especially omo ye edwumaden.
Itime kan ye mema omo.
Kan mema omo. Omo ye edwumaden, omo boa se nyama pa na Danko Akufo-Addo. And His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Alhaji Baumia. Omo ye no ye beto aso.
Okay.
Mi kasa na che say ye break 8.
Okay.
Mi san so fa wakwenye so echia mia madam for Abigi.
Lawyer Pia Dankwa, movement for change.
This is the first time I'm young because I'm a roommate.
Exactly.
Your baby didn't come out. Say, Wakonye Adubakra, me the pan say, and yet Yembambe Kunwaha, adventure.
That's right.
And me chia Tama West for so. Me immediate past competitor. On winnie, you know. Yenina ye bois, na ye maintain seat, no. I friend with Dennis. Sefa, I'm for Sefa. Me bomb pie, and I make a chat Tama West for say. Mama yenina for dobako me chitafu nyina any NPP mantem na NPP ejumadian a ye bonya tam we nyina ye den yen koso yen bo an yen maintain city no.
Hey, Chairman Kwesi Bosumpemo.
In fact, me refi me yatumbra.
Me hu na cha papa.
Osheho. Your friend city chairman. Chairman.
Emre Daniel chairman. Yo odiamati.
Bibi.
Ye nyina ye okrum ha.
Bibi.
Swapo.
Me say coming kwa topic with me and discuss it. But about happening yen discuss it.
Such a big demonstration.
Oh, Bibi.
Can we ignore it?
Bibi. I think say NDC for more testy or more popularity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because that is the only
and also
that's the only thing me swapo me to me did you see
obi any abre elections also testing the popularity
no
busa will say let my vote count so now they testing my popularity
Bibi yan original
okay mo na crap
you see anything I make say you see NDC for brofuka be bereft omo ni ideas
okay
nti says me matiti on from him say omo ka say from September, I'm making sure that this country is ungovernable.
When I can,
meet one from him.
Oh, say ni pa na beka sana.
Meet one from him.
One tisa. So what you mean? Chile me your kind dia. Me do too many.
Okay. Or the for the okra, I'm assuming for the okra. But be it as it may be, I think said they seen then no.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, no. Bibi, I think say NDC for no. Mitie my brother Maulia, bitumu say only the majority of the NDC people. I think say in Pachominia no malice why I think say they all need some special training.
On what?
On elections. Okay. Because I say this because they lack the clear understanding of the processes and structures that goes with training. And I believe, said, then the AC no message.
That goes with the election.
That goes with the election, sorry. Okay. And I believe, said, the AC then no message is subium. Sika ma spending on community training polling agent and here. So they should stop blowing hot air into the system. Me, I think, said, they just want to create fear and panic.
Understand the men no more lucky.
You see, maybe they want to create fear and panic and to set the tone to create some civil unrest. Adena mekasa bibi.
Me too.
Election ankasa no easy. Process say go through. Which you say the process in itself audits itself with time or from time to time.
Okay.
Me makwa badao. Apart from being involved in elections, makwa bada. Yamao register no. Before the voting takes place. And I know and I speak on authority. Say, party biya sunya register no. Answer ya iden. Yakoto abano. And na yesansi exhibition. The exhibition is not part of the what Bruni Becker auditing. It's not part of the. It's an audit process. It's a process that audits the system. You see, I think say. NDC for
interestingly in 2016 they said Dunketia made the same argument.
Yes. And maybe
the noise NPP 4 year no can be cured by the exhibition.
Exactly. Exactly. In fact, I didn't we sure say because my church
I played that voice today.
My church on Yamanato.
Oh, okay.
You see, EC in 2016 in the run up to the elections, no. EC was their darling boy or their darling baby.
To send you na darling am MPP for no.
When I was say.
They said never knew you when the musumu chire EC nsimu ama wo mo send NDC for chire mu ma Ghana for. Am I EC?
You see, I'm not here to speak for the EC.
Okay.
I am here to question the rationale behind the hot air that is being blown by the EC, by the NDC. You see, so munya botra, umbe say there's nothing to worry about. And then Yomaye, yes, it's within their constitutional right. But I still feel, and I don't want to belabor the point. I still feel that it could have just a petition and a walk to the EC head office could have solved everything. But enyamana metiti na credibility na say are they against Jill Mesa or they against the institution? Because this double standards maintains you. The same NDC and omu praise the EC in the run up to 2016 elections. The same NDC. She say no EC is not credible. And then yasisa EC employers ni na. But so can say be a head they be a metiase. But they should be careful how they bastardize the EC. You are calling for an independent arbiter to come and do what? UNDP ni can say European Union na maybe you and I, and I believe my brother Mauli, we are aware, we know the constitution. They are advisory bodies, they are partners. They can go as far as funding, providing technical support, advising, forming like a team with the EC to ensure, first and foremost, say the elections are credible and peaceful.
Credible and peaceful.
But they cannot determine what the EC should do. They cannot direct the EC. They can only advise. And it is all.
But as somebody asking Sir partners to direct the EC,
yes, they are saying they are directing. Say, well, maybe I'm just reacting on this particular one based on the submission of Mauli.
But NDC for they are directing call for forensic audit to the EC.
Yes,
but they are calling on other bodies
to come in
to influence
mediate
that petition.
So basically, to mediate. You see, you can't eat your cake and have it. And EC does not respond or does not listen to or is not under the direction of an individual political party. NPP cannot direct the ECO.
NDC, Dr. Bamia calling for an audit of the bloated register. No?
Yes.
What was he asking?
It was a fair call. It will be left with the discretion.
You demanded an audit?
Yes, sir. If it makes sense. And if it stands to reason, no, BB me.
I didn't conditionalize it. It was a demand.
No,
demonstration.
Let my vote count.
Let my vote. Yeah, you're born a chima.
Minim, but the American say, BB, no credit. Why I found to no credit don't mean society. At the end of the day, no, a obi request. And yet demand though, we cannot demand. It may come in the form of a demand, but at the end of the day,
just a request and come on here, let my vote count.
No, maybe.
You demand when you stage a demonstration.
No, maybe the American say, I need you to understand me. Okay. The American say, like who ye jumawaha, na say ABR or salary and bar for 2 months. You can demand for it.
Yeah.
The American
why not?
So because obecha wadia.
You can't demand.
Thank you. Well, say bibi esi or company anymore. You can only go as far as suggesting or advising, but you can't demand for it. You can demand for your salary, but you can't demand for certain things to be done.
To say you were not demanding.
No, you see,
NPP was not demanding at the time.
Maybe the approach was harsh. The approach was like once the politics there. Sometimes Obia was send Oyen Nyama. Okay, but at the end of the day, no matter how we went about it, what I need you to understand with me and your cherished listeners is that it was a legitimate call that was made by the NPP administration then in opposition.
But you say the NDC is the recall, not the any legitimate.
No, I haven't said so.
Any legitimate?
No, I haven't said so. It's legitimate. Already, Nankasan, I have acknowledged that this process is constitutional.
No, I'm not talking about the demonstration. The call for the audit.
No, it's legitimate. They can say abutre, but I'm also telling them say sebe omuti election processes nasia. Nkombo who say call na omo making no. Maybe it's already happening, but maybe omu nipa. I understand them. We are all human beings. First of all, I always say we are all Ghanaians.
Yeah.
You understand? Ebia omo feel say either say it's in a delay and also omo 1 2 3 bia enkoye.
You keep saying you said they don't understand the process. Tell me what they don't understand.
So Motiasia and they won't be calling for forensic audit. So Motiasia, they would have taken the voter exhibition exercise very seriously. And you see, minim say we are aware.
Any exhibition in the mum name. Exhibition in the mum.
It was before the exhibition. It was before the exhibition. They started saying this before the exhibition, even during the registration. I say politics, like I said, no, we have been involved in it. We know what is going on. They just want to create fear and panic. They just want to bastardize the institution and to pitch Ghanaians against the EC and to create reasons for why they will lose in 2024. In the December coming 7th December election.
No, I just want to help you.
No, yes, I will help you. Dabi
senior man no be na bubo so crampo and san exhibition no buy ombo baako
chiro issues too.
Just mention one of Mr. Why let's be civil. The make say at the end of the day, no, EC be so almost say, Omofa, as Omoko court 2020, court here, Omoko 2020 election, see, Omoko, no, Omoko do one half, almost see EC mom for more calculations in Momo. Bibi Mebwana.
Almost see Jimen Sambe defend you on one record.
No, Meba, me can't say Dinkitia, all box, no. You can't and say, on prove say A, B, C, and D. I think you say, oh, you say a man calculator. Bottom line, at the end of the day, fast forward. Hope say easy more money figure, no dispute figure. Wako quarter only figure. You see, and that's their stock in trade. Kasa Piomoka say, so instead of the mono, Mobubo Ebia Oko Ablekuma, say na mehu 50 names and 1,000 names. Say na woho.
They did that presentation to the EC.
Yes, no, and there was an extended way
and they demonstration.
They sent a petition. Maybe my brother is not privy to the content of the petition, but the petition contained these facts I'm giving.
Which facts?
Facts say there were discrepancies, and I think it captured almost every region. They make an anomaly. Yes, I have. In fact, I haven't yet seen it on social media. But the person was.
But also they should have said constituency way 50,000.
Discrepancy is not more canon.
They did that presentation to the EC on the 6th of September.
And you think that in Tema West, the EC worked on the discrepancies? I can reliably tell you. You can ask your colleague James Enu. You understand? All these things have been worked. It is the fact Sabia constituency way and doesn't reflect the entire output of the EC.
But it is not entirely true when you say as a almost shut down specified constituencies as the NSC because you doubted it and said they should have at least to say be a constituency when you use the word example 50,000.
Yes.
Are you saying they haven't done that? They haven't specifically said areas as our problem, no one in the quantums and that's what they've done.
Well, they did that presentation. Okay, and they said there were more. They said there were more. So the point is that at the end of the day, it's work in progress. Like I said, I am not the spokesperson for EC, but the little I know is that EC has taken steps to address this problem, and it's work in progress. And that's why I think, and the demonstration, in as much as it's within their constitutional right, it was needless. I want to believe, minya access to the individual regional petitions.
Okay.
Probably it may differ. Probably. I'm just being speculative. But again, I'm not here to do their communication for them. But I would even think, or more regional petitions, it would specifically see to issues within
the region. Okay, I get your argument.
And that is what it will make sense to me. Okay, but you see,
so that Eastern region, particular type of discrepancy.
Absolutely.
That is what Eastern region NDC should send to the EC.
Should send to the EC.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying there. I'm not privy to their original submission of petitions, But I want to believe that is the approach.
Okay.
If it is not, well, it's up to them. But you see, he who alleges must prove.
That's true.
And I'm a boy.
It
is what the EC, what can say EC? You are here being speculative. Say ni. My brother or my nyama bebre. Mimpo na maba outpo. I try some meme examples. He hasn't said anything.
Oh, why not? Can Pussiga? He made mention of Pussiga. He made mention of other places. Transfer and call forward that their consent and all of that. He gave specifics.
BBA they make an say.
Chairman say.
Me say or say EC. Deliberately, away was talking votes and all that. And for me, that is what
one case was talking votes. Oh, now you got to abide and talking votes.
You heard me say
they got to abide. We are dealing with the register, so
one
votes in them. There be
me can't vote and you vote and I make count. Me catch names in the know. Or see a transfer being with the other consent and all that.
Yes.
These are legitimate things that happen during registration exercise. And why identify? All you have to do is to bring to the attention of the EC and it to be rectified. But once again, I have said, the discrepancies and the irregularities that they have identified, it is within their core. It's a fair call. Say EC, obey making sure, obey rectify among. But the hot air they are blowing, you see, it's not. We don't need this at this time.
Which part of it is the hot air?
Like what they did today.
Okay.
I mean, I think that they are getting involved. They are being too sensational. Okay. You cite people. You see, I don't even want to talk about what went on in the various. Executives. We are going to present the petition to the EC office. EC office, you all want to follow him into the way.
But that's not the arrangement.
That wasn't the arrangement.
Yeah.
You need to follow protocol. And in Crawford, thing. Omo leader say they have a revolutionary route. You understand? You can't say more mungo. Koha me pak. Mayhem
Ashanti
region. Just let your producer find out. We
are told by Northern Regional correspondents who said there was pelting of stones. Tamale at the point of presenting the petition.
All these things are avoidable. Anything I make us say, you see, when we did Occupy Ghana, and no crampono make us say when we did Occupy Ghana, it doesn't mean NPP did do. But Mumpo no Moka say Occupy Ghana is full of NPP and NPP faithfuls.
So it's almost top people more leaders in no bring appointments maybe soon be no that's what they've said. They've kept saying
no, that's what I'm saying. Say granted. Occupy Ghana. No, granted. Occupy Ghana was led by, because I think I saw my honorable Kenneth Rata as part of the people who were marching. Guy. But on a more serious note, at the end of the day, it was just to the presidency. Okay, but this is across the 16 regions.
But Occupy Ghana is not a political party.
It is not. I'm just using it as an example in the event that they will think that an Occupy Ghana is a pro-NPP group, because that's what they keep saying.
I think that the Let My Vote Count example is solid, because that was done by a political related.
Okay, so let me use the Let My Vote Count.
Group,
Okay, Asante, yes, is here. The Gabi Mukoye and a mere lawyer Asante. As is here, okay, now MD wa Ghana or MD wa Ghana Publishing. Example, Yamiadum on a very placey. And I think in Koko said the MP the Oyarino on the way placing as parliamentary candidate, and I wish him well in the coming election.
He fought for it.
2016
with the name
2020 crowd but now I say once a health situation sometimes in Yama PAC in for now let's just say he's
so NDC.
The American when they say at the end of the day me brothers, my sisters NDC omunya botre.
Okay.
The omuhwehwe nyina no EC being led by Jean Mensa. They will make sure they will address all their issues. Now, they should stop the sensationalism they are getting themselves involved in, because it is not good for the nation at this time, especially when we have barely 3 months to the elections.
Medasi bebre swapo 98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie eniem. I mean fab messages ba community and sentwemo. Mukaila Jonas say ohwe ewo keri or say it is obvious and crystal clear that Ghanaians need consistency of office. Hence, their massive support for Dr. Bawumia and Napo, which has given rise to Upana now attacking chiefs and pastors. Nonetheless, we urge all Ghanaians to remain resolute, not to listen to Mahama and his NDC's unrealistic promises. NPP is here to serve, so let's vote massively for Dr. Bawumia, because I believe he can do much better. Regards to Honorable Ernest Yao and Nim Kumewu MP Papa na Ode Akaho. Mamenko we so Kabana Santi said Ghana's total debt, according to the finance minister, is now 742 billion cedis. Between 1957 and 2016, our debt stood at 122 billion cedis. It means in just 8 years, the NPP has added 620 billion cedis to Ghana's debt. It is not like they have invested these monies wisely into things that will bring any transformation to Ghanaians. Okay, I have a tall list of things. I can't read all of it. Fachame esane emre enti. Now, so said technology is very amazing. Very, very amazing. Now, and when Ghana Post for I take the lead in technology, no crowded that. Ama any through technology, no, or more prestigious courier service. Now, your friend of EMS, Muninamokai EMS, EMS, o smart DNCC, Ebeka could do. Obian Finanza Enka. And because of technology, Ghana Post EMS now one more year no. In fact, I don't amount for pepper because one Ghana Post edo niema koma wa ubetimi atumwada enkofa bebia Obian Finanza Enka. Na enunti 2023 Ghana Post enya the prestigious courier service brand of the year 2023 and obenya best EMS customer care because of sa fit we intino. Amanfo ania Ghana Post ho use omo service no inti scammers nso de omo ho agim ena omako create Ghana Post for website ni bi pepepe okosa site obefo se Ghana Post na omo dele weni beti no na omo scammel fala Ghana Post se enkan kire say o suma de ana o mane ade a omo nje wo bank details omo nje electronic card details bia intimisre wo se okopie website bi na say Ghana Post website na ade na wo mane no say for bank details bra me scammers. Ghana Post to say the only way a bema wo atue sika online through short code na de bia ne wo ede ye adwuma no star 885 hash star 885 hash eno the only means Ghana Post be catch you say any electronic payment be afafaso. Almost say they value your trust and are dedicated to keeping your data safe. And if you are in doubt, connect with Ghana Post on social media via Facebook at Ghana Post _ X at Ghana Post _ Instagram at Ghana Post _ Obetimi so asene omo WhatsApp message on 0542 52 704 0542 52 704. Stay smart, stay safe, and click with confidence. Mauli, meaning so our reactions on we introduce the second topic and why your reactions no akoso. Okay. Ene ya yeti hey Jubilee House aye survey bi na sa survey no omo predict a second round and as a runoff in the 2024 elections. And utie senior survey no emunsemo no etia na akoye se enya dia John Mahama ebenya a straightforward one-time victory. Enya dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebenya a straightforward one-time victory. Na omu chirimua omu sample 25,000 voters across 276 constituencies. It shows say 80% of participants already decided baby beto omoaba ede akọ. Survey was conducted or led by Dr. Isaac Owusu, the director of research at the presidency, or sounds a former lecturer at the University of Ghana Political Science Department.
Unia, me say, Eddie Kai, swapo, any presentation, one by anka abuapa,
one banker.
Oh,
sir.
Oh, and I want to ask him this question. Or see, Nienti ayako demonstration and neno. In fact, during registration time, and some we never keka. And I may interjection a patch say, sir, the very things I was claiming say he should mention just one of the issues.
More can now and then no during registration.
Yeah, he should provide that evidence. Or see
so I put note it down now.
Or see he doesn't know what our position is, whether it's the Electoral Commission that we have issues with or Jin Mensa and Ankasana or
yeah.
Me, I sitting here, even Jin Mensa as chair of the Electoral Commission, I'm saying, sir, how can you have Jin Mensa as Nipa now?
So Jin Mensa the problem.
No, I'm coming. That's why I'm making the difference.
Okay.
On me, I have a problem with it. On one case, on credibility deficit. How can you appoint Jim Mensa as chair of the Electoral Commission? Have you read Professor Bafwa Jimandua's book?
No.
My Ghanaian Odyssey. It's captured in the as to why Professor Bafwa Jimandua has resigned from IEA. Or see Jim Mensa and Nekon, they were engaging him to involve in corrupt deals. They had to pay bribes. And
it's an allegation.
I'm saying, Professor Bafwa Jimandua has written a book. I don't know that.
It's still an allegation.
Yeah, it's but they have not contested it. They themselves, Jin Mensa Nangasan has not been able to contest it. It's in that book. Anybody at all can get the book.
So the problem is Jin Mensa as a person, not the Electoral Commission.
Issues. And the commission Nangasan also has an issue. And I'm saying, sir, we have raised issues before the commission. And commission asks us to come. Electoral commission, you call demonstrating your man out commission. No, send your man demonstrating wahano a binye ye wobebre ho. We say, said ya kakrapunusu bibia ni hosa mo bibia ya krojin ya demonstrating we no a chiremo be press conference so asema ya kano de nukre by ye solve. What's of you? Farmer and young say what's of you ampana ebesi and a farmer.
Okay.
So that is an issue. Until we bet now say, I mean, whether we trust Jin Mensa or the commission itself is not candid. Credibility issues now we don't trust them.
You've made that point.
Yeah, so we expect them, and that is why kasa nyinano. You see, you pay an arbiter, Obia Obejina and Finfi, and ye Electoral Commission tema kama Obia and Humbi. We want somebody to be there.
Okay.
Your car, your babonti, and if anybody there dance here, send ya cano, a yantro and I and nukre. That is what we are asking for. So the Electoral Commission must not be belligerent. Yeah, miniati higher can say Electoral Commission no has Midi Manusi was so say Electoral Commission no is independent and your request. A demand. I get surprised. A Juma Electoral Commission, is it for Ghanaians?
Yes. It should, yes.
So it should be a commission that is listening. Timamufo Kasa, Eso Mutie, because democracy now here practice, it's about all of us for the betterment of all of us. Electoral Commission because say yes, constitution no, a 2 minute to Ethiopia. Oh yes, sir. That is why a listening commission under Charlotte say agreed. Say move from Wasembra, Neyentie, and they listened. The committee listened and finally came to a conclusion. That is what progress means. That is what democracy is. Mo amunam say mu ye the end of Ghana's democracy. Ye the assembly na mo dia good Electoral Commission here.
Men can't say when you enough time to deal with the second subject.
Me that say. I am surprised.
Yeah.
I don't even know whether I should even be surprised. Jubilee House.
Yeah.
Ankasa di survey about bonten. Say omunam say oh yeah win election no dada. Bamiani na pose ya win ni nyama bebre no. Ene omankasa Jubilee House di abeto bonten say oh between President Mahama and NDC ni MPP and any Dr. Baumiano 46.3%. As to the survey, I have issues with them, but I find it curious. Jubilee House Nankasa and Ediba Bonten.
A lot of people too are raising issues with the survey. What issues do you have with the survey?
Listen, I do not believe that Nyamana Jubilee House Ediba Bonten. It's really the case because I'm not even seeing the margin of error. Any near but me bisa almost identina say national security for so aye report omo aye bebre enya ba kumpo BNI so aye survey bebre identina say reports no move am to abonten. They should bring those reports. The BNI and the national security is reports now back consistently. In fact, just about a week ago, Baumia is even struggling to do 40% of the total votes. And no,
you asked the question, sir. National security ne NIB munyina service ni na den enumpia bonti. I told my producer, say onfre Dr. Isaac Owusu ono ye team lead on ye survey na kamine ne ndi ne survey no komo. According to him, the survey was leaked. The report was leaked, and that is why he doesn't want to talk about it. Into Ubusa said other ones no were here. Or said this was also to be treated so, but it was leaked.
Well, but Nyami Patre say national security for almost survey no any BNI for no moye no verdict no damning on Dr. Baumia much more than nia omu dibeto abonten we nia omu se omu alike no.
Okay.
And me having consistent on other surveys because no over a period no they look more credible to me than and I study global info analytics for almost survey. In fact, quarterly. Nia omu ye in fact about a week ago or the bakubi by Dr. Baumia performance first time voters. What drop it, Doctor? I'm seriously.
Let's speak to this one.
No, but I'm saying, because I don't see.
We know who is credible, Anna.
It doesn't reflect. What? And that's what I'm saying. Ufa Global Info Analytics reports. It looks much credible to me. Ufa Fitch, Ufa EIU,
and none of these reports has predicted a runoff. Anna.
No, they haven't.
Okay.
And I'm saying that in this situation, over a period, in Wagana Abambia first term, second term, a lot of things are against you. Now, Aban way, Aban Fumpa, Abanu Yanya Humfa Swapa Bia. Waba, one mama for haircuts. In fact, debt exchange program na wodi buy a man for presika bebre enu kra yenyan kan wie wa ba aban ba agu banks e wo man mu ha a man for deposit aloke ebi mu kra efemu dae obi ko adwuma as a banker
obi femu wu ya no mo dae
sorry omu ewui sorry obi femu wu obi ko adwuma as a banker obefie unemployed onu kra ti ho and you see and deposits, among for deposits, their funds have not been returned to them. I feel like I busumi miensa we election. I feel like buying ebeye enyama se oba betu ebimuka.
But before you be kwakoto abasana buying each periodically.
But they were even dismissing say they will come and put out a figure that we've paid about 2 million depositors, we paid 2.5 million depositors. Sometimes some of those figures, the figures are much more than that claim.
It is a way you say.
But point now, me can clearly say, Nyama buying way nane kufado Dr. Baumia buying a year or maimuha busia bebe economy titi apansan say. I do not believe that Ghanaians will be given that suppose 46% votes I do not believe they are doing much worse than what it is there. And I am very sure that it is really a referendum. Dr. Baumiaso in 2024, December election is a referendum. Dr. Baumiaso, because Ghanaians are angry and are going to show their anger because Aban we abano. Only a whole disappointment to the good people of this country, and they are going to, speak loudly. And I do not believe that our reports, is the real reflection.
So
of
for the
reality.
NDC, you are not looking at second round.
No,
One
not
touch
at all.
victory.
Not at all.
One touch victory.
Not at all. One touch victory is what we expect.
Very well.
With John Dramani Mahama and Professor Nanajin Opoku Ajiman.
Okay. So Apo, but before then, Abena Pablo sent me Busa Wasimbi or here live on Facebook. Or say, Bibi, good afternoon. Please, can you ask the MPP pundit for me? Is it okay for him, the state of Ghana now? He should be sincere. Bibi, ask him. I know if free Abena Pablo ho. Emmanuel Emma Wole saw here live in the United States of Kiseman. Or say, tell the man in the studio. That Bibi cannot be convinced when he is not clear. I think I have a lawyer somewhere.
The lawyer knows you.
Do you want to respond to Abena Pablo? Also, Ghana Sisia, we need you.
Me share Ghana Sisia. I think say me need you.
Okay.
I am not coming on the back of ABR, Sebi says Sika on pocket and Sika in my pocket. Me share in Yama President Nana Waya. Obviously, the country is on the right footing.
Okay.
Especially coming just from the effects, the economic effects of COVID, and then the impact of the so-called Russian-Ukraine war. I agree. Say, some of the decisions Sebi Akosono probably didn't sit well with a lot of Ghanaians.
Yeah.
But Ghana for Mufancheng, some of them were external forces. We just couldn't control the dollar. And we are a developing nation. Okay. Into a Hong Kong there. So that's my response.
All right, very well.
Abna Mitowasipa. Before I make a survey, I would like to offer some piece of advice to my brother. Sometimes, memma ma political enthusiasm, Emma ye make a comment be that will later regret for it.
To say,
I want to probably say sorry for him on behalf of some of the unfair comments he made against Jean Mensa. I think, sir, you know her in the capacity as an electoral commission. You have to exercise some restraint in just branding her as a corrupt. I am just offering an advice.
No, leave it to me.
Well, if you say I should leave it to you, I'm just saying because you just can be slapped with defamation. You can be slapped with defamation. Minya, survey, I think, sir, this is something that must tell Ghanaians, for us as a government, we are very real. If the NDC has lost touch with reality, I would want them to know, for us, we do not just say, because we are in power, it's a one-touch victory for us. Okay. I believe, we're predicting runoff. Let's look at what is likely or what has happened. Okay. Unfortunately, for the very first time, I would say, the switch or the departure of Alan Kojo Chairman in a way, and I'll be very frank here, NPP4, let's face facts, in a way is going to affect the party.
Okay.
Much as it will also affect NDC.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of certain positive reasons people will have in supporting Alan Chairman. And the same goes to Cheddar.
Okay, Cheddar.
He
also featured in this survey.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you ask me, I haven't cited it, but I think that the first two forces in Ghana, NPP, NDC, and the other two coming along, I think that Chairman with the coming on the basis coming on ticket to the Great Alliance movement, together with Chada, New Force. I think these two, as one kind of idea, I mean, mean to me, Kasa, but Sebe, Oshesisiana, NPP, NDC, Alan, and Chada, Nana Bediako. Nana Bediako, for some reason, is taking away the youth. Oko Kumasi, he has really infiltrated the Kumasi youth, and he will take from both NPP and NDC.
Okay.
Alan will take from both NPP and NDC. You understand? So let's face it. I think that it's a call for my party to double their efforts in ensuring, say, victory will be ours.
Because when you read this part of the report that says that former President Mahama currently has higher visibility in the constituencies compared to Vice President Dr. Bawumia, it's quite worrying, and a further breakdown shows that MPP's Bawumia is popular among Christian voters, while the NDC's Mahama is popular among Muslim voters, including the Zongos. That's quite also an interesting thing.
You see, if there were anything to go by, Rebecca say every time Biano Utie Benefsina in Kayenkoda. But out of 100%, Benefsin, we all aware, most of the time, no, plus or minus, prediction. Yes. In fact, out of 100%, Metumiaka say 60% in BIM.
Okay.
Yes, of course, these are the findings of
the survey.
Okay. You bet me, I predict people say, Bibi, you are leading the polls. Now, so I think it's a call for both parties. I do not care about the NDC. I do not care about the movement for change. Neither do I care about the New Force. I am concerned about my great NPP party.
Okay.
So with this said, or with these findings made, I would call for
Bibi
Fachemi. Okay. With Inyameya Wabi CCA, the Mekache NPP funde, woman yen double effort.
Okay.
Yen put in energy pan then yen kodu yen jumaden.
Okay.
Yen sure there 7 December. What to abana yen on second round.
Okay.
Obey one touch for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Interesting one there. KK has sent a message and says, Bibi, don't mind them. This survey is a strategy. They have realized that their party people will not vote because of voter apathy. And they are therefore putting out this survey to motivate those who don't want to vote. Because if it is 50-50, then a little effort can get Bawumia to win. Okay, that's an interesting analysis. I'll be sure they too. So, Maulu Kamibiana.
Yeah,
I thought I heard something.
Yeah.
Okay.
The portion of the reports now, President Mahama, more visibility in the Muslim communities, and Dr. Bawumia, so you're more visible in the Christian. Yeah. Well, it would have been interesting, say.
It's interesting, no. Obi ono ye Muslim, no, any popular amongst Muslims, rather Christians.
But you see, I would have loved to see the numbers. As to what is really telling. But like I said, I mentioned the Global Info Analytics. In fact, UFA's reports now. I haven't seen the October 1 yet.
Okay.
But that of July, last quarter. In fact, UFA, President Mahama's presence of visibility in like the Christian communities and that of the Muslims, he's doing so well.
Okay.
Yeah, as compared to Dr. Bawumia. And for me, that's why I would love to see their figures. Okay. But I am so much confident that in an election, a party that had Alan and Co. breaking away, a party that is having a lot of challenges as in managing the economy effectively in this time, food crisis, any manner who galam say, yedi presidency atuso we nyari who results. there is no way obi be catch me say bibia ye war and no is a 50-50 chance. Share it. In fact, in a case Crapo say in an unlikely event, Crapo say it is the case, check all your runoff na ye koye no. It has never been the case that the ruling government ye ko runoff the ruling government are winning that. So even in that case, it's not something I ever favor Dr. Bawumia. But I am sure that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will be declared president by 2024. But it doesn't mean that we have work to do between now and December, and we are focused on that work. He's selling the message about creating all women development, national development bank. Say by a minimum of 1 million women. Benya economic or financial empowerment. No more to me. Apart from that one, that there will be training a national apprenticeship program. A mano boys, girls now to me in secondary school. Youth no in San Juma
Okay, Mami Busa Sopo Asembi. Sorry to butt in, but yeah, Baba Rape Apanesa. The question is, sir, we all know the history of runoffs in Ghana. Normally, runoff in Kweyema, the sitting government. This, I'm sure, say a survey well conducted Jubilee House GDP. I am going to expect more resources pumped into the campaign, and maybe even a change of the campaign strategy.
Bibi,
Swapo.
It is true, sir, and I think, sir, usually it's across the globe. Runoffs usually do not favor the incumbents. And favor runoff bar. Etie for mpacho when panchemi chini and me a fantini mutumaka fanta na bibi catch me
ebe
afuna ka seven
ebe tumaka fanti
na ma juna
e tumaka
misi me das
maybe nkana ewe na azina
yo mate
ebe but
inti the mekanye there say run of baba o many more and now there amanaman na say run of ba usually government no otsedono on favor. Now, I mean the make can say if there's anything to go by, say this survey any result and what I mean no some pedemi very critical. I'm more punch holes home.
Okay.
In one breath, as there Bawumia a popular among the Christian community. Nationally, Abra population also when you look at the religious affiliation.
Christians are more
exactly. So even with this deduction, with this a crampon motu market there will win. But I'm pedemi very modest, pedemi simple. And what I buy a koti, mem pede NPP for ye be then ye be yenti bosia ni adwin there adeno ye win a jumaden no ho. Woman enke there party no ye be economy. Unfortunately, this second term COVID bay Russia and Ukraine war waba. Denara you can't stop it. You can't deny the fact that or the economic downturns but them on man paying keno ye ada also we cannot bring back lives but what he can assure us need there ye botum we the economy no back and I believe that in itself is an admission that economy no widen we shake kakra mpocho dem make answer if there's anything to go by to them maybe say no this a results here survey wa me don't hear the ejumade na America no o hear the campaign team so me kan Dr. Bawumia the campaign team no ye the more resources ye the innovative strategies ye the innovative ideas ye the ba on board me make sure that maami na wo krase no papa na wo aboso kan no and na ma so me wo fa na ote epoano wo Cape Coast Elmina enwa or make sure the okopo yade no ye be make sure that yenyin be kasa ye na what nyama bi ase na what has it to the extent there obeja tum there nanado Ado shots no ba me about do free SHS no obokodo hospitals are EC na manyina no yebokodo ohona one e-blocks power start pa when we ya work branding to them we krampa ya be ya tuado no ye more aka ho ye be make sure there insane ejuma
but say e-blocks then after 8 years or so mu yimu se free ho
oze
sanka mu wi ni nyina
oh ye wie fa
8 years
oze
8 years munti mubabe we agenda 111 na 200 and something schools no mo sha say no still maje bi wo mu ana
oh ye nja bi wo mu na ode hu the government or a continuum process
that's true
anamobwa nti e bia se me ka de ma sha se dem me ye watch ya na se me wi ya ono nche de me je watch
okay
there are so many factors that goes into completing projects under every government nti bibi amidem ada oyem yewa okay ni submission earlier on na mpede me mama for hunde o se de yaba yebogu banks yabe de bibi meti dem nse me anamra ho
aden
banks no year by 2016 I think was one of the first major things we did in the
banking sector cleanup
you be cleaning up who caused the mess. Who caused the mess? It was under the administration. It is a wabe cause mess. Na say in the wisdom of governance. Na doing who there no. Yan share any economy or do time be a baby and share obey Zimbabwe. I sorry. A best is so sika.
Ghana must go back.
As
a koto brudo.
See the example na remember. Eda koto pano. And what? That mess was caused by them. That mess was caused by them. We have helped clean up it. Or then it comes with challenges. It will come, people will suffer. And you see, I don't mean do pan there.
Okay.
I want to kake shame ni na no. Aban gradually retire. About last week we released 1.5 billion Ghana cedi. 1.5 billion new Ghana cedi.
Billion and they were stressing on
because oyesika popo pa. Mpede wo native won hu there. Dem ma beni. When you're interested in making sure that a man for once kabeka. Ebi no nyi ho.
Mama Olimpo.
It me nja butter. But some musu menya mtena mapon.
Oh, nche mere pon na nti aka o last or no so kan last name.
Them last me kan
the we pede last man.
Mama last man. Nti mama Olivier na mam 2 minutes pe na mopon.
Me nya 2 minutes in ma.
Okay, the mekan
ka last.
First of all, the mekan there. Ghana foi. Poncho. 7 December ye kwa koto aba na yeyi omampanyi foforo yen hwe ohona wa present won the what do won ama Ghana they want to aba mo your John Dramani Mahama your His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Bawumia enankafo no ameno okamia Mahama de waba yehu do betuma yeda dada na wo mema yentoma obia obotum wesu manim no nyenako the promised land bibia nanado de bodui.
Okay,
there's a clear path ya cut
me that say
poncho wontoma Bawumia and the ma nkrofi woba obotwa free SHS m obese na twa allowance ya restore anhwe krampa what the how no obese what the
Swapo me da say Robert Richard Swapim Jr. aka Swapo and waten in Kano. Mauli.
Yeah, Bibi.
For me.
A vote for Dr. Bawumia. It's a third term for failed Nana Akufo-Addo.
Mpocho mauchi ni mrama mai.
Yeah.
Menyo kafanti.
Oh, fanti different. Uto Abama Dr. Bawumia. Uto Abama Dr. Bawumia. And Nana Akufo-Addo ana opese otwa ni juma no so na juma na wa be yenso na enso ni enna ye kasai hwe mimi ase NDC for na edi problem na ba agu banks ye free abamu akana na ewo ho na ye 9 billion Nana Akufo-Addo ni Dr. Bawumia eba omu di 25 billion ekotua 9 billion ka
EpaHoaDaben.
Me asemwe uka entoasum e kan ye 9 billion who say what the 25 billion akotua 9 billion ka who we are wa gu banks no amanfo akwadwuma omodwuma sei ebimu nso omu sika ewo banks no nso mo akre sika no afi na abato eba no wosi wutuatua omu sika no uye sanzo a wama ejuma na nkasa ye bank ejuma nso no eno nso agu in effect no u check financial report bi ebaya in fact in 2019 financial and insurance sector grew in the negative, in fact negative 13% ebiansi da ewo mamu ha. And that is the record of Dr. Baumia and Nene Akufo-Addo. Dr. Baumia kra obanu Nene Akufo-Addo say ono wa fasa nipa no because owo nimdie efa economy any financial matters ho. And in fact, see, we are fanning na enimdie efa economy ho no ye dia ma Dr. Baumia and economy no and na aye junk economy no cedi no so no eno 16.6 Ghana cedis na wanya dollar ba ko so ho na ye nti utu abama Dr. Baumia and na Akufo-Addo na opesa utu aso nti ye change, we are resetting, I mean Ghana na de juma papa aba decent job juma pa any ahunto any prosperity na
delete bibia
sabe bia economy na adu ni de nyama asay de gisa ya reset
ya ko start afresh
ya reset nyama asay de ya reset ama na ye.
His name is Koku Mawuli Nanegbe, member of the NDC communications team.
Hungry man say fix the country. Belleful say fix yourself.
Pam pam panana na na nam pam pam panam pam pam panana na na nam pam pam pam. I love the sax, eh? Charlie. And my name is Bismark Brown. Many thanks to Swapo. Many thanks to Koku Mawuli. Many thanks to my team, led by Frank Afo, supported by Joel Sanko. And to the digital team, Abigail and Salome. Now, Salome, then I know to do our bandage, you know. I then start no banana. Salo Wampa. Bianca, yeah. When I knew I would take manning in any way. I call much a lucid puncture Buffy. Enjoy the rest of our shows, and One Putu Sports comes after the Jumedie. Crucial Charles Kelly takes over your radio. Have a good evening. Yami Adumochna Ebesan Asia Ebiemo.